You guys there?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We're recording, so.
All right. Last session, you guys made it through the town. You came upon a very large archway. You were attacked by the emaciated creature that you saw in the forest. Well, not really attacked, but you encountered him there. And you made your way into the Eternal Vigil. You found out some info from the pillars about this nameless god, predominantly that it seems like most of the deities, including some from the house, all got together to try to defeat this thing, sealing it away. And you found some stuff in this room. I don't quite remember, Sildren, did you pick up that lantern to bring it with you? Just for future reference, I wanted to do.
I didn't. I think. You mean the Black Lantern, the magic one? I think the druid got
Lingmar
that.
did.
Okay, I knew you picked up the canary. I didn't know you picked up the
I've got the dead canary cage.
Yeah, he's got the dead canary as well.
And the obsidian lantern. And the shifting map.
Okay.
So I'm just hoarding shit.
He's hoarding all the collectibles.
I think the only thing I hoarded. Let's see. What have I taken? I have an ornate dagger. I have some gold. I think that's it, actually. Oh no, there was also. There was something we found that might be valuable. Where did I write that down?
The pewter statue, I believe, is what you picked up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where is that? Small
I
pewter
remember
statue of an elven soldier. There it is.
Yeah. All right.
We don't know.
And then you find
we
yourself.
We don't know. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, man.
We don't really know what any of this shit really does yet, or what its purpose is.
Really, the only thing you've investigated as to what it does is the map.
Yeah,
and you found that.
Looked at the picture, right?
Yeah, staring at it causes some pain in your head. When you stare at it, there's something up with the map. It shifts when you look at it. But the other stuff, really, you guys haven't explored it or anything yet.
Okay.
Short rest.
Do we need a short rest?
Possibly.
Nah, but it's experiment time. And we just might. I don't know, how are you guys?
I will, if you want to do a short rest to experiment it, if you want to come back in this room, I'll retcon that you open the door because I haven't actually described anything in there yet. I'll give you that before we start, if that's something you want to do.
For hit points, I don't think we need to, but if you want to do a short rest.
I mean, I'm at 14 hit points.
Oh,
so
yeah?
that's not ideal.
Oh, yeah, you
Then
took
let's
damage.
take a
I
short
still have
rest.
spells, though.
Yeah, I could use.
Yeah.
I don't get a spell slot back, but.
Well, I can get stuff out of a short rest, actually.
Yeah, you could.
On spell slot level 2.
Where's the combat tracker link?
I'm actually getting it right now.
Okay.
And I will use my hit dice, I think.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. That.
All right, well, I'm going to move both of you back in this room then. Actually, didn't mean to get down, sorry. And close this door, and we will do the rest.
All right. Yeah, I don't personally need to roll.
Yeah, I'm at full health. I'm good.
Yeah, I'll be good. Yeah, it looks like Dinah should probably roll, right? Looks like Lingmar is at full health, but...
I just hadn't updated Dinah. She's actually not taking any damage.
Alright.
Thank you.
Alright, so what is that, 7?
So we're at 21 right now.
You didn't get my hit points, by the way.
Didn't? What?
Nah, they're still set at 31. I'm at 44.
Oh, I should check that too. You got mine. Mine's good. I got
Said
it.
44.
4-4. Yeah.
I must not have saved it.
I thought to say everybody's hit
Typo.
point look kind of low.
I only get a +1 in con.
All right, and Lingmar, you said you're at what, 21?
Yeah, +7 from 2 letters. So 21 now. Yeah, and he's also meditating over his spells.
Okay. And you said you wanted to explore some of these things, yes?
Yeah, I think that's not the worst idea. Let's see.
Hey, that music's kind of too loud.
Just
Okay, I'll turn it down some.
if it's
Can't
too
hear
loud
everybody talking.
If it's too loud for you, just use your master volume control.
Okay, I didn't know.
I'll turn it
I
down
keep
some.
that.
Is it still-
Yeah, it's
No.
better now.
It's better. Yeah.
So, what do we want to try out first?
So what are we
Interested in
trying to
that
do exactly? Like,
Well, you see, I found this dead bird here, Sunlight. I'm sure it's
Yes,
magic of some
course.
kind.
why would
Dead
it be
bird is
magic?
edible?
No, we're not gonna eat
Not
it.
anymore,
Is it not
unless
just a
you're
dead bird?
Oh, it doesn't have any meat on it.
No, no more. It's
Besides,
You can make a bone broth soup.
you're not going to want to eat a dead bird. That's going to give you the backdoor scoots.
It does
Well,
sound rather.
Not us,
Right.
for us. We got stomachs of iron.
Well, we've
Alright, I'll
got
say,
enough to eat. I don't think that is a worry right now. But
We could eat
we've
things
got a
that
couple
goat
of
can't.
interesting artifacts here. And quite honestly, that bird, albeit interesting, is nowhere near as interesting as this obsidian lantern I found.
What is
So you're
it?
doing the lantern first?
Yeah, I don't
I
mess
think I'm
with
showing
that.
it to the others and just leaving it there. And like I don't like how that bird is put into the cage and just nailed to the bottom. So he's going to be like trying to get that out of there and just trying around with it. So
Is that
if it's
lantern?
magic, he might find out.
Is that
And the lantern can be like examined by someone else maybe.
is that lantern shedding off like dark light, like a dark glow of light?
So the lantern is actually like I said, it's made of obsidian, the housing of it, and inside is a lone black candle.
Wow, black
Not
candle.
shedding any light right now.
Oh, okay.
Let's take a
Not-
look at this. Druid, please tell us what you can see with this canary in the cage. You said it's nailed to the bottom of the cage. Is that correct?
Yes, that seems to be the case.
It-
So I'm just
Is
trying around with it, like open it up, touch the canary inside and stuff like that, and maybe find out if it's magic. So trying to attune.
Did we already hold on? Did
Okay,
we
so
already establish that it was dead? Or is
It
it?
is definitely dead.
Was it ever alive? That's maybe the question we should ask.
Wait, I think you said
It
was
looks like a
taxidermized,
perfectly
right?
preserved. It looks like a very like perfectly taxidermied canary.
Okay.
That'd be a good way to put it.
Okay.
All right, so you're like opening the cage and stuff.
Yeah, and just like fiddling around with it.
Fiddling around with it, nothing really happens.
A canary.
It kind of twitches a little bit when you talk to it.
Oh,
And it
see?
does have, I did say at the bottom of it, it has the name Siggy on the little plaque.
Hey, Ziggy. I come Ziggy.
In your mind, you can hear like a really faint whisper of, yes.
Ah, I knew you were magic.
Is he talking to a bird?
I think he's
Mm.
talking
Dead
to
bird.
himself, actually.
Yeah, none of you can actually hear the canary whispering
Mm-hmm.
back.
So, Ziggy, that is your name, right?
What is the question you seek?
Isn't that something that the elf translated for us before?
What?
Like the whole "Are you seeking him" stuff.
Oh yeah, it's like that is very similar, but not related. Sorry. It's
There's
not saying
probably
it's not saying do you seek him. It said basically like what info do you seek? Like you can ask it a question. I'll say meditating over it, like you can tell like it's wanting you to ask it a question.
Are the children still alive, Siggy?
Alive, yes, but in a dark place.
He says they are still alive. I inform everybody. That's good news, right?
It's great
Well,
news.
yeah.
Unless you're just crazy and talking to a dead
Yes.
bird.
The madness is taking him, I believe.
Hush, hush. I cannot hear him. So, Ziggy.
Yes.
Will you answer all of my questions?
Ask questions, and I may. Sorry if you didn't pick
Well,
that up.
shouldn't
It
you
was
ask
saying
it
that.
where
Yeah,
the
yeah.
children are?
So, this being some kind of transaction, is there any price involved?
It doesn't actually say anything back to that.
All right. We're gonna leave it at that. So, Ziggy, we're gonna talk more later, yes? Oh,
Yeah, and
one
you don't
more
hear
question,
anything about. Oh, okay.
actually, about those nails. They leave them there, or are they hurting you?
My physical body is of no consequence to me.
All right. Well, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Ziggy. And as I said, we shall speak more in the future. For now, I must tell my friends of my findings. So it doesn't actually mind that there's nails sticking through its feet. So we're
No,
gonna
it
leave
doesn't
them there
ask
and
you
stay.
to.
Well, that's a
shit.
relief.
If you scroll down to items, I put it in your journal. The first time it wakes up, the little end there doesn't happen. But yeah, there you go. Since you're meditating over it, you can share it if you want to. But
Let's see.
all right, what else are we doing?
Hold on, where is that? Where's the canary cage item?
Yeah, I don't see that
It,
one.
I don't
it has
see
a
it.
part on it. I shared it solely with Lingmar.
Okay. That explains it.
Okay.
If he wants to share it with
I
all
mean,
of you, I can.
Lingmar
But that little
will share very little about what he thinks that this thing is, but I think as players, yeah, definitely, everybody should be able to see.
all right, all of you should be able to see it. Since all of you can see it, that little in there with the sanity saving throw, the first time you do it, you don't have to. But from now on, if he talks to it and you're watching him do it, yeah.
I still can't see it.
Same.
Now it's
there it
Okay,
is.
so, yeah. All right, what else are we doing?
Oh, I don't know. I guess we should take a look at that that other item you found.
What,
Yes,
the
it's
shifting
your
map?
lantern.
Yeah, didn't
Oh,
you
the lantern,
didn't you
yes.
snag a lantern off the ground? It looked rather dark and mysterious.
All right, so how are you? What are you doing with this lantern, and who's doing it?
I assume it would be Lingmar.
Okay, he said he'll be right back, so we'll
Oh.
do that in a second.
Why don't we just move on then?
Yes, let's move on and destroy some motherfuckers in our path.
Apparently the
I
druid is
grow tired of this
fixated
shit.
on his new toy.
Good. Well, I'm gonna kick him over and Move him out of my way.
I don't think
If it
that's
doesn't
necessary,
move,
dwarf.
this big ass.
You can calm down. We don't need dissension amongst the ranks here. No need
Well, let's
for
get
that.
to moving.
All right,
Yes.
so we're opening the door.
Let's open this door.
We already resolved what happens with it last time, so we'll open it.
I don't remember what it was exactly, but it just opens, right?
You have to feed blood into it.
Oh, right.
Mhm.
There was a trick to getting it open. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So as you open the door, you see it opens to a wide stone staircase, and at the end, it's overlooking a room. You can't really see anything of the room quite yet from where you're at, but you do see some blue light down in the room coming from what looks like another archway at the bottom. You make out from here. You can see that the walls of this room are lined with racks. And there's stuff on these racks if you want to investigate them.
Yeah, I'll investigate the racks as we pass them.
Okay, so on this one back here, you find a dark green cloak draped over the rack, and fastened to the cloak is a leathery parchment. And you can read it. It's like the parchment's facing out. It says, "I'm sorry" in Elvish. You do speak Elvish, so yeah, that's what you see on this rack. Moving on.
Yeah, let's just go through all of them one after the next.
Okay. So over here, next to Kroll, is an armor stand, and you see a full set. Hold on.
He's back talking you. He wants your attention.
Yeah, he's like, "What you gonna do now, bitch?" Nah, okay. So the next rack you see holds a full set of gleaming armor, a short sword sheathed at its side. It seems that the shield is missing. Like it looks like it'd be like a short sword and shield set that you'd see in a shop, but it's missing.
Right.
Gleaming armor. Is the armor like plate or, you know?
It looks to be plate. It does not look to be steel. You can investigate looking at it. As a dwarf, you probably know metal and stuff, so I'll give you advantage if you want to roll an investigation on it.
Okay, I'll roll investigation for you guys. Even though it says I have stone cutting, but I took blacksmithing instead. But if for some reason it didn't count, I don't know how to
All
fix
dwarves
that.
get stone cutting.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not the same thing. It's not.
I wonder
they're
why
different.
I don't get my. Oh, I got smith tools though. Okay.
He asked you to
Okay,
roll
so
investigation. Just
yeah, I'm looking for it. Sorry, investigation.
Either way, you get advantage. On
9. Not very good.
You can tell it's a really sturdy metal. With the 9, that's all I can give you. Really, it's definitely not steel or anything like that.
All right, Elrod, that might be some sturdy armor for you. It doesn't appear to be steel though, but it seems to be quite sturdy and heavy. Probably better than the rags that you're wearing.
Can I tell if it's ornamental in nature, or does it look like a functional suit of armor?
I won't even make you roll for it. You can tell it looks like a functional suit of armor. Like it looks like someone took the armor out and put it on the stand.
And it's a type of plate armor. I don't
It is a
trust
type of
this
plate.
armor though. I don't trust anything in here.
Does
do we have a way of knowing if something is wrong with it? Wouldn't have any skills that might help us with that. Perhaps some magic.
Well, aren't you a magical warrior? Can't you sense if it?
It's not within my realm of magical.
Maybe you could light the candle.
What would that do?
Or to detect
Well, who
magic.
knows?
Either way.
I'll probably summon a demon from
That's
the
what I was
pits
hinting
of
at
hell.
in character. I was hinting at someone with detect magic.
Yeah, I know.
I figured, yeah.
I didn't want to spell it out for people.
No one was saying anything. That's why I was like,
Nope.
magic.
I doesn't have.
It's not a talent that I have.
Well, does
But-
I'll
what
give
kind
you
of
an art.
what kind of by the look of the armor, can I tell what culture crafted it?
Yeah, give me.
That would be history.
You can
most
tell
likely.
it's elven in nature. I'm not.
Yeah.
Elven and Dwarven are very different. Dwarven was to determine the metal and stuff, but you can
Yeah.
tell it's elven make.
Okay.
Do the cloak and the armor, do they both look like they're old, or like do they look pristine?
The armor looks pristine. The robe looked well preserved, but still you can tell it has some age. You can tell the armor has some age, but it's just gleaming like it's pristine.
I do know magical artifacts don't really age much.
Yes, but aren't they also cursed on occasion?
Some can be.
We have no way of knowing, and this place was meant to house an evil god. This whole place could be cursed, and every artifact in here. Therefore, much as I would like to see it put to use, I will refrain from touching it myself. Let us move on. Unless anyone else wants to examine it, but be careful.
Ask the druid when he gets back.
He is
Dinah,
here.
you do not have a way of identifying said objects, do you?
I don't know.
Yes,
Hmm.
her
Oh,
talents
hell.
lie mostly in the healing arts.
Yeah. So I think the druid actually, like, he will have to spend pretty much the whole hour with Siggy to find all that out, right?
What do you mean?
I'll
Did
give
you
you
take a
that
short
one on like the
rest?
short rest. Yeah. You
Yeah.
can- on the
Um.
short rest. Yeah, you figured that out.
Well, there is a way to figure these things out. It's called courage. Just try out some stuff.
No.
Are you afraid of getting cursed, Sir Knight?
Fear nothing. However, that doesn't mean I'm foolish enough to touch something that could be cursed. I have a mission to achieve. I can't allow myself to fall to prey to temptation.
Out of character, I could have taken detect magic, but I did not do so because I thought someone else had it when I leveled up.
Well, I can take it as soon as we take a long
we
rest.
haven't done anything. If you want to switch it out, I'll let you do it this once. Only
Oh,
because
yes.
we haven't
Don't
really
forget,
done
druids
anything.
don't forget, druids don't take their spells. They know all their spells. They
Yeah,
prepare
exactly.
That's
them.
Like
true.
I'm a cleric basically,
I also could have taken identify, but I didn't.
and
Like I
I
said, I'll
think
let you
I
switch it
have
out this
some
one
spells I
since we
haven't
haven't done
used
anything.
yet.
Well, don't paladins also have detect evil?
That's not the same thing.
Yeah,
Well,
it does
you
different
could
things.
still detect evil on a item.
It's called divine sense, but
Yeah.
that's not the no. It
Um,
doesn't really necessarily give me that.
I'll change it for animal friendship, since we haven't used that one yet.
I
So-
got animal friendship.
Tell you
Yeah.
what, if you're gonna let me switch one out, I would actually switch one out for identify, just so one of us has it,
You may do
If-
so.
if you don't mind.
Like I said, it's only because we literally have not done anything since we leveled up.
Well, in
so
that case, we wouldn't
if we had
even
done
need
anything,
to.
but
It would still
yeah.
take me 10 minutes to cast it, because... Oh, wait. That one requires a pearl worth 100 gold.
Are you using your divine sense, or are you just linking it?
I was linking it. Actually, you know what? I do want to use it right now. As a matter of fact, I want to sense if there's anything wrong. Everything
And
that
it can be fun to not know whether something is cursed. So.
I
It
don't
can.
find that fun personally, both in and out of character. I hate that. I like to know.
You put on that belt in Baldur's Gate.
Well, I like it as a DM when you guys do that kind of stupid shit, but as a player, I'm here to win.
All right, so yeah, your undead senses definitely start pinging from some of these
Ooh.
racks, not from the armor in front of you.
But from the
But-
racks on the side,
Yeah,
is it? What do I sense? Undead?
undead.
and that
Ooh,
are
are
not
the
behind
I
total
hate that you
cover.
have this. They're not behind total cover.
Be wary. I can sense something evil. Don't touch the racks. Do I sense it from
but
the armor stand?
You actually don't sense undead from the armor stand. You don't. Yeah, you don't. You
Okay.
don't sense
Oh,
anything.
are these chests or something? Like, can the
They're
undead
racks.
pop out of this?
They're racks with things on them. Since you're asking about it, that one there is you see. Hold on. You see an intricate compilation of leathery objects that appear to have been sewn together in a rough form of a grotesque humanoid.
Ooh.
The figure is
Oh.
posed in a manner that implies worship in the direction of the far door.
So is this
Oh.
desecration I'm also sensing too from some of this, like unholiness?
I would say that's a fair, yeah.
But
When
I
I get a
also sense
spine
undead
sorry.
creatures, right? Like I
You
also
definitely sense undead creatures. Yes, I
prepare
keep forgetting you have
yourselves
the
for
divine
battle.
things,
I take my
Have
great
and I
axe.
mage
hate
armor.
it.
I take my great axe and I chop that little grotesque figure in half with my great axe.
And I take it back. I actually can't choose those spells. I forgot about the rules for my character. Can't do that.
Okay, we'll resolve that attack in a second. I heard mage armor. Anything else?
That was it.
I mean, as he
Okay, so
says that, I
you're
draw my bow
attacking.
back, but I
The
wouldn't
So you're
touch it.
attacking
grotesque.
this figure, yeah.
Yeah.
I cast this on myself. Wait. Yes, I do.
Okay. I'm just gonna tag it as that in
Yeah.
the thing. Okay, so you attack this, and as you do, it comes to life. Roll your attack,
Okay.
and then we'll roll initiative.
Okay. Great axe attack. Boom.
8 damage.
Oh wow.
All right, we're gonna start initiative here, and you did 8 damage to this thing.
I just thought this was going to be
Uh,
a hallway. Honest to God.
Yeah.
Hold on, I
Now
have to change something.
That's good
I was
though.
thinking hallway with potentially useful items.
I thought they were going to be flavor items, like mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Why
kind of what I
is-
thought until I seen this grotesque item sitting here. I think I just got a sping. Like when you started talking and you cast that spell, I think I got like a tingling spine chill up my spine, and I didn't even think. I just reacted and just smashed this thing. You know, I mean, for some reason, some force drove me just to attack it. I don't know. Maybe it could be the gods guiding my hand.
Oh
Hold on,
wow.
because something's up with this. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I was getting like 2 of my things came in with much lower hit points than they're supposed to have.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
you
Myself
probably
nothing
had them
wrong.
set to roll hit points in the tracker.
Oh no, it was from a high number. They all came in with 1. That's why I was like, yeah, that's not right.
You probably had them set to minions then. There's a minion option in there. Make sure that's turned off.
I need to change one of my spells. I forgot the rules. Oops.
Oh my fucking god. A rugged smothering.
I see.
Oh no.
By the way, Lingmar still only has 21 out of 31 hit points.
Yeah. I rolled shit for my.
Oh, you didn't get them
You
You
all.
only rolled 1 hit dice?
He rolled 2, but he rolled
keeping
a
one.
1 and a 2 on the dice.
Oh
Exactly.
my. Well,
Yeah, so he
it's
got.
Well,
He
I'm
should
not a
have gotten
frontline
7.
fighter anyway. Also,
No.
I've got 2 wild shapes.
We
I
also don't
think
want
I'm
you to
good.
die.
Okay, that looks better.
Are we in combat?
We are in combat. I will take away that 8 that you did, and here we go. Everyone can see that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. So these things start coming off of the racks,
Okay.
and I'm sorry. Yep.
So
Children,
let's.
you're first.
Okay. Oh boy.
Animated armor. Yeah.
Ooh, animated armor. Cool.
I did
Lots of
detect.
So yeah,
going
you
on.
slash into this thing. Yeah, good thing you didn't try to put it on. You slash into this thing. You see it starts moving. All of these other racks, things start moving. Yeah. So you're first.
I am going to bonus action disengage and move back to here. That's the only one next to someone that I can get a clear shot at. I'm going to shoot at this thing.
Which thing?
It's
This
like
one.
the dark mantle.
All right.
Yeah.
It is technically a dark mantle. But you see, it is leathery. It almost looks like a suit of skin that is animated. It just has the stuff from dark mantle. So yeah, roll your attack.
Gross. 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Well, that's a lot of damage.
Yep. Sneak
With-
attack.
7
Yep.
plus
Yeah, 'cause you
8.
had somebody right there.
I'll get sneak attack 'cause it's got 2 people next to it.
Very good.
All you need is 1 by it, don't you?
15 damage to that. Anything else on your turn?
I already did some bonus action, so I can't hide. Nope, that's my turn.
All right. Next is you see a very clean skeleton at the rack way down here. Starts making his way into the fight. What was it, 30?
You said he looks very clean.
Yeah, like it looks like someone went through a lot of trouble to clean all of the meat and sinew. He's going to make his way up to you, Kroll, and he is going to attack with like a rusty short sword that he had at his side.
Okay.
13 to hit. Does not.
7. Yep.
So yeah, he misses you. That is the only thing you can do right now. Next, you see this suit of armor starts moving, and it pulls itself off the rack, and it steps down right here, and it is going to swing at you, Elrond.
Is it undead?
The armor is not undead.
Okay.
The armor and the sword are actually the only things that you did not get the undead since.
Everything else I detect is not. Okay.
Pretty much everything else.
Is it anything
So-
else that I have defense against right now? Like, protection against those creatures. Celestial, elemental, aberration, fae, fiends, and undead, obviously. But
No, surprisingly. I was actually looking because I was like, oh, you might, but no, it is not any of those.
It is a sentient item.
it's probably a construct. I'm almost.
It's a
Yeah,
construct.
construct, yeah.
So it's going to slam against you once.
Oh, that
21
hits.
to hit.
Yeah, I take damage.
So that'll do 4 damage. Do I have you on this?
I'm in there
Why?
somewhere. You
I
deleted
don't
me.
think you are. Oh my god. We're going to put you in there. And then 4 damage.
Right, I got that. I'm at 40.
Alright, it's going to slam at you again.
That's a miss.
That is definitely a miss. Next, you see this first rack that you passed by. You see the cloak pull itself off of the rack, and it's going to come after Lingmar. Because you are right there. And it is going to do this.
Ooh, smother!
Does it hit?
Does
Oh
a
no, it has
13
me.
hit.
Yeah,
shit.
definitely.
Yeah, it does. Fuck, that
He's
sucks.
grappled.
You are grappled. Yes.
Now you're being suffocated.
You see this cloak pulls itself off and
Also
flies
blinded
over and
and
just
shrink.
wraps around pretty much the entire top half of Lingmar and begin to tighten. Next is
He's gonna go
Dinah.
down.
Dinah is next. What would you like to do?
I am going to throw acid on the sword and the armor.
The animated armor.
Acid splash.
Acid splash.
Cool.
All right. And you said it hits both of them?
If they're
Correct.
within 5 feet.
They're within 5 feet of each other.
They are. So a dex save. The sword does not make it, so he takes that 6 damage. Or it, rather.
Yeah.
And so does the.
Good work. Good work, Dinah.
Very nice.
Keep it coming. We may not survive this, but at least we'll know you put pockmarks in all of them.
My pleasure.
Is that your turn?
And that's my turn, yeah.
Elrod, you are next.
Try to do something good like I did.
I'll try. I just want to take a look at Lingmar. Alright, he hasn't been hurt yet, right?
No, but you do see that the cloak is tightening around.
Yeah, I know. And out of character, I know exactly what's happening to him, but in character, my character
Same.
doesn't understand it. Other than that. Fuck it, I'm a paladin. I take the attack of opportunity from the sword. I move over here. Let's resolve that. He missed me.
It
I
misses.
try to rip him free. Can I grab him and help him escape from the grapple?
You can. Give me. I guess that'd be like a strength check to pull it off of him.
Yeah, strength or athletics, you know, whatever you suggest.
Yeah, I think
but
it's been a while since I've ran that monster. I think it's an athletics check.
is
Yeah,
it?
I was gonna say let's do an athletics check. Yeah.
Alright, I'm a little better at that. I did it,
Nice.
right?
Although I actually had a plan right there.
I don't
There
want you
is
to
the
take
escape
damage,
DC
though.
of 13.
Yeah.
So yes, yeah, you do that.
So I, like,
So
can
you
I,
pull it off.
can I shove him with that out of the way of the thing, or does he just get out?
I would say you just kind of pull it off of him and throw it to the side, like it
Okay.
was here on.
Can
top
he
of him,
slam
and
it to the
back
ground?
up.
Beside him?
Nah, probably not.
For flavor, but not with damage.
Right, for
Okay.
flavor. For flavor, I just
Yeah.
like throw it away, you know, out of, you know, back into its own square. I say, get back in your square,
Yes.
bastard.
Very nice.
That is my turn. I am my turn there.
All right, Elward is next. He is right by this
Yeah,
suit of skin.
L-word.
Which actually, him being right by this suit of skin and seeing that it is a suit of skin, I want him to make a sanity check.
Oh man. So he doesn't have a sanity stat.
His rolled the same as wisdom, so I was just rolling.
Say that again. What?
When I rolled his stat, it was the same as his wisdom, so I've just been rolling the wisdom.
All right, so I'll roll a wisdom for him, which is 10. No, he didn't roll it yet. He said when he rolled it up. 7.
That fails, so he is going to take. Holy shit, what was it at? I just hit 20 stress damage as he sees this animated skin right beside him. I have a little tracker thing. I'll send a picture for you. But this is actually the first stress damage he's taken, so it's 20.
Okay.
His turn. Go for it.
Yeah, he just brandishes his short sword and attacks. Attacks the thing in front of him. 11 to hit.
11 just hits.
Wow.
So 7 damage.
Pierces right in the middle of its eyeballs.
It does that. You leave a little tear. It is looking pretty hurt, as far as you can tell from a suit of skin, but it's not dead yet.
Okay. That's his turn. He stays there next to Dinah.
All right. Next is the flying sword that you see. Dinah, you were actually the closest one to it, so it's just going to fly and attempt to stab at you. It is a long sword. Does an 8. Ooh.
It hits.
Yes. That does hit. It's gonna do. Let's see. That doesn't. You just hit it when it comes toward you, right?
No, it's after it makes its
Oh,
attack.
wait. Okay, so it does the 6.
Yeah, it still gets to attack, but he
Yeah.
can retaliate against
I'm
it.
retaliating with my reaction,
Okay.
essentially.
All right. Do that.
Alright, I use my Bane of the Nameless against the sword. Try and slash into it. Oh god.
10 does not quite do it. I would say it's not even so much that you miss it. It's just like you make connection with it, and it doesn't really seem to do much effect.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
nothing. I try to like sweep it away, like in a way, you know, like slash at it, and nothing happens.
It just kind of like you hit it, and where you would parry it and spin it away, it just kind of spins in place and stays right there. Kroll, you are next.
All right, I let out a fucking battle roar. I go roar, die, you unnatural fiends, and I rage as my bonus action.
All right.
All right, and I will cleave this bastard right here next to me.
This one here. Make your attack. A 20 does hit.
Okay. Also, I'm using rage damage, so that
Plus-
is.
+2.
I hit rage. Why isn't that showing up?
It's probably just slow, dude.
Just remind me to do the +2.
Is it
whenever
+2 or
All right,
+1?
yeah,
That's
it's +2.
just so he did 12 damage.
Okay,
Yep,
yeah, I did 12
very good.
damage.
you see some of the leathery objects as you slash into it with your great axe kind of fall from it, but it still looks like it is coming for you.
Okay, good. I'm ready for combat. That's what I'm born for.
Is
All right.
that your turn?
Yep, that's my turn.
Next, you see from this other rack a series of dark sinews that form the shape of a humanoid. Its expression is frozen in one of terror, which is accented by the addition of someone put eyeballs on this thing. And it is going to hop off the rack and run at you. Kroll, I need you to make a sanity saving throw as you see this just.
What type?
Sanity.
A sanity throw?
Yep.
Okay. What's the sanity save? Do I hit the sanity score button? Do I hit that?
No, you gotta roll a
You'll
d20.
probably have to just roll a d20.
Oh, D20. Okay.
And then
Plus
you add
your
a subtract the
modifier.
sanity score.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
-1
My
for you.
modifier is -1. Okay. -12 -1, 11. Shit.
That does not do it. So you take 20 stress damage.
20 stress damage.
Yeah, you gotta
Shit.
track that.
Yeah.
You gotta track that yourself.
I am.
Yeah, we're all
And
getting
you
stressed.
are for flavor, very shaken. Not anything mechanical, but you do take that stress damage. And it is going to. You see, this barbed tentacle-like thing hangs down from it. It swings it at you. That is a crit. I need you to roll a strength save.
Okay, a strength save.
You pass. So you take that damage from this barbed tentacle that hits you. but you are able to kind of like pull it off of you before it can grab.
Yeah, and I take half damage.
Yeah, he
You
takes-
do, so that would
takes
be
four.
3, 4. Yeah, 4. I'm bad at maths. All right, next is this leathery skin suit. That is going to. What is it going to do? It is going to try to wrap around Elward. And
Is it an attack?
push him. It is an attack.
Alright. He's gonna try to parry it. It's a +2 to
24.
AC. Doesn't work.
Yes, so he takes 6. What?
6 bludgeoning. Got it.
Yeah, 6. And it is wrapped around his head. That's all it's gonna do right now. Next to be this amalgamation of organs and leathery objects is going to attack you, Kroll,
Yep.
with a paralyzing tentacle.
Okay.
Which, holy shit, is a crit. I need you to make a con save.
I collect it. Oh, there it goes.
You pass. You are not paralyzed. You can feel as it hits you like this kind of like jolt, but you're able to just shake it off. Lingmar, you're next.
I take half damage.
You do take half damage. Thank you for
Well, thank you, Sir Nice. It seems high time for one of my powerful spells.
Better be
Which
powerful this
disengaged.
time.
I'm going to cast from over here.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
He said he
disengaging
disengaged.
as that close
Okay,
quarters
disengage.
situation. That is dangerous for me, actually.
I love that. You're like,
I was
"Oh,
going
Cal,
to protect
over
you.
here."
Don't worry.
By the way, remember what animal we talked about before? I
No.
could have white shaped into that.
You could have.
But
That would have been
no need.
great.
I'm just getting into safety here. I can see Sildren and Elrod. Does any one of you look badly hurt?
Just
Oh,
look
no,
at
I'm
the
good.
combat tracker. We're pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. No
Yeah,
healing
do you
will.
need the combat tracker then?
Try
Oh
to kill
no,
them.
I think it. Or actually, just repost it. I can't see it right now.
Yeah, you gotta scroll up to look at the combat tracker.
There you go.
There.
Yes.
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah, I don't think I have much more I could do in the bonus action. I'm hiding behind Sildren.
Very
That's not a good place to
Children,
stay.
it is actually your turn.
Someone remind me, because I'm forgetting the rule on this. You don't gain advantage on a spell to hit if you're hidden, correct?
No.
I don't think it spells.
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Only attacks. Unless there's a special circumstance for it. But
What if it's a spell attack, like a cantrip?
It is a spell attack.
Think it
Why?
would.
It would depend. Why would you get advantage? Are you hidden right now?
Right. Well, I'm not at the moment.
I think so, yeah. If you're... Yes, you would have advantage.
Cool.
Yep, we'll go roll for
Then,
it.
then in that case, I will move here and attempt to hide.
Okay, go for it.
Ew, not great. But who knows? Maybe they don't have good perception.
Luckily, the cloak of smothering is not very perceptive. And really, neither is the animated armor. Yeah, that's successful.
Sweet. I will then move back out here, and I'm gonna say, sorry, Mr. Dwarf. And I'm gonna throw an ice knife. I'm just gonna drip a pinky into a vial of water, and have it form a knife that I then throw out toward the skeleton.
Good job.
And I guess if I have advantage,
You do, but you wouldn't even need it at your 19. Yes. So you hit it for 7 piercing.
16 didn't help. 19's better. So yeah, 7 piercing, and hang on that, and so that 7 cold is for everything within 5 feet of it. They have to
Okay.
make a dexterity saving throw. It does include our dwarf barbarian, however.
And I have
Oh.
advantage on spells
Dex
and
saves.
trap deck saves.
All right, you make your dex save.
I'm making it right now.
It's not a huge.
Oh god damn, that's a bad
Ooh.
one. Oh well,
Your resistance.
I take half damage anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, you only take 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yep.
take half damage, only 3.
The contagion passed. This thing right here. I keep saying by their names, but
Do they take half damage on the save, Ezrin, or just nothing?
They would take half on a success.
Okay, good.
Let me link the rest of this. I forget if it does anything else.
Does a 14 pass your save?
It does. It's only 13 right now.
All right, so this mass
Actually, it
of
doesn't say
organs
anything about half
save.
damage.
Oh,
So-
you're right.
It's that particular type of save, so.
Heh.
They save, they take none.
All right.
We've been doing it wrong in my other game.
So the main one that you damaged is Kroll and the skeleton. The skeleton looks pretty beat up. The other one's saved.
Dang.
The target also has to make a save, though. It says it.
Yes. The target
Oh, I
ended
thought he
within 5
just
feet of it.
No,
automatically
the
took
target
the,
and each creature.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he just automatically took. Well, he failed anyway.
The target takes the D10, and everybody within 5 feet, including the target, takes a D6. Save for
Yes.
all.
Okay. Well, I've been thinking of it wrong too because I thought he automatically took the cold and it was everything else that had to do the DC. But I applied it and he failed, so it was still accurate.
Cool.
He looks pretty fucked up.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's gonna be my turn.
All right. Next is the skeleton, who is just kind of mindlessly going to keep hacking away at Kroll. With a nat 1. So it misses you. Of course. All right. Animated armor is going to attack you, Elrod. It's going to
Okay.
slam into you once for a 15 to hit.
That misses.
It does indeed. And then it's going to slam into you again.
That also misses.
And missed that time as well, yes. Alright, we have the cloak. It is going to try to wrap around you now, since you are right there by it.
Fuck.
16 to hit.
That hits.
Alright, everyone else that's right there paying attention can see that this cloak wraps itself around you and begins trying to tighten. Can't quite do anything yet this turn. Dinah, it is your turn.
I'm gonna cast Bless on Elrod, Elward, and Kroll.
Ooh, bless! Oh!
So I guess I don't really roll that really.
You can link it through now. Alright, cool. So remember
So
that
you
you
guys
guys have
remember
that D4. Alright, very good.
Okay, I got a D4. Extra D4 for saves and attacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
And that is concentrate. Alright, I think I got all those tags right. Good. That is your turn. Next is Elrod. You're grappled.
Yeah, me and my brother are grappled. So that doesn't mean I can't attack. I just try to attack the rug. I'm probably gonna hurt myself by doing this, but
Go ahead and roll your attack.
26 to hit.
Ooh, nice.
You do indeed take damage. But you hit, and yeah, what is that?
It takes 7.
Yeah, you take 7.
Somebody's got to do some damage, so I'm trying to kill stuff.
What doesn't Sacred Radiant damage?
No, that's only if I'm using a certain ability.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, I just have it
but
there
yeah,
in
you
case
see-
I do have it up, so.
You see you slash into this thing. You can see some of the threads from the inside. You can see the threads are kind of starting to fray and tear, but it is still trying to tighten on it. Is that your turn?
I think so. I think it's my turn, but yeah, I'm not gonna waste any more spells. I will make that my turn.
All right. Elrond.
Also blind. Great. Elward. Okay. He is also got something on his head, right? But fuck it, he's just gonna try and stab it off of himself. Damn, it's a 9.
A 9 does.
Oh, he's got a D4.
Ah, yes, well done.
It's blessed. Trying to roll. 12.
A 12 does hit. It takes 6 piercing. It does not appear that he has attacked himself.
Okay, good. It's just still on his head.
Actually,
kills
with
it?
that 6, yes, it does. So you see he kind of like stabs it off of him and tears the skin and it falls away onto the ground and on the back. But he is free from it.
Okay, he's free. Good.
Is that his turn?
Now he moves behind here. Get positional advantage on the animated armor or the sword for his next attack.
Alright, he does that. It is the flying sword next, who is going to keep stabbing at Dinah, your object that it sees. Not object, sorry. 20 to hit, I'm assuming does hit. Yes, so 6 damage.
I attack the sword as my reaction, even though I'm blind. But I'm blind, so it's only a 12 to hit, unfortunately. Oh wait, I got a D4.
Yep.
Do I need to roll?
You do. A 12 plus 4.
So it's 13.
Yeah, I don't think it doesn't hit.
13 doesn't hit.
You're blind, you kind of just swing wildly at it
Yep.
and you don't make contact.
Alright, that's my reaction.
Alright, that is its turn. Kroll, you're next.
Okay,
Oh, it's surrounded.
Tin is bloodied, right?
It is, yes.
I'm gonna swing my great axe and attack the skeleton right here.
Okay.
Okay. D4 as well.
You don't really need it. The 14 definitely hits.
All right. That's
you-
14 points of damage.
You swing it in and it breaks apart into a pile of bones as you swing through it.
All right. Good. That's it on my turn.
Alright. Next is this mass of sinews is going to... It's going to attack you with this barbed tentacle again. A 15 to hit.
Miss.
It misses. You kind of parry it away with your great axe as it's swinging at you. It's not going to move or anything. That's going to be its turn. Dark Lantern is gone. Next is this
Stitched
body
organ.
made of stitched organs. Yes.
Yes.
It's going to swing a tentacle at you as well. An 18 hits.
That actually hits.
I need you to make a con save. As you take 3 damage.
19 con.
19 definitely saves. You start to feel that kind of
I
shocking
take
and,
only half damage, so that's 3.
I know. I put 3.
All right. I'm getting a little whittled down, but boy, am I tanking the shit out of him.
Yeah, you're doing good. Just keep it up. Keep making them saves.
Yes.
I'm taking
Lingmar
3
will-
enemies at once.
I know. You still need to be healed occasionally, so don't worry.
Yeah, I know.
We help, trust me. You're not a
Yeah, we
one-man
got 3
army.
people. We got 3 people capable of healing me, so. Yeah.
If we feel like it.
Oh, fine. Well, if I die, I die.
Alright, Lingmar, do something useful for once.
Oh, man.
Never worry, Master Elrod.
That wasn't Elrod, that was me.
Hear
First,
a
let
boy
me heal your
coming out.
brother. So bonus action healing word on Elwood, just to keep him alive.
Alright.
You do that. He goes back up to full health. You see he looks very rejuvenated.
And now watch my awesome magics. Witness the power of moonlight.
Oh god, don't do that again on us, please. Where are you centering it? Jesus. You guys
I'm
think
gonna
we're
go over
on
there
it?
and strike you
like,
down.
At that point right behind the armor and the sword. So it's the 4 squares. This one, this one, this one, and this one.
So all 4 of
So
those.
you're gonna hit
Elwood is then there. Motherfucker. Okay, yeah, so we position it to hit only one enemy. Nah, I'll have to go further south. Yeah, that looks good.
Alright. It doesn't take damage the first time you cast it, right? It's whenever.
No, it's on its turn, I
Last
think.
turn.
Okay, just making sure. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna hide again behind the children.
I love this, children. It's your turn next. You just see this, the druid keeps popping in behind you.
I'm a terrible person to hide behind.
You practically
Alright.
make me invisible.
He's in the rug, right?
The rug's on me. It's like covered.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It should probably
In that
actually
case,
use the same
I'm
square
gonna try to
as me. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, now I can't see it though. I'm gonna actually try to free our barbarian, I think, but I'm gonna try to go for the advantage again because it's smart. So bonus action hide. 24.
Definitely works.
Oh wow, that's good.
Popping back out. Let me see. Which enemy do I want to shoot? Let's go for those stretched organs.
Alright,
it's a
roll your
harder
attack.
shot, by the way. You're shooting through people.
I mean, I'm
It
shooting
is.
through people either way.
Yeah,
Well, you shouldn't do enemies mostly.
it doesn't matter, friend or
Yeah.
foe.
Ooh.
All right, so 23 to hit,
He has a good chance though.
Definitely hits.
and
17.
with sneak attack, 17.
Yep. You,
Very nice.
Yeah, that's what that's why the elven accuracy is so good on a rogue.
it's still up, but you see it takes a pretty decent amount of damage there.
Cool, and I will stay where I'm at to protect the druid.
Yeah, protect me.
They're all coming after me and Dinah.
Alright,
And
I know.
It's a
I'm
trap.
hoping to,
It's a
I'm
trap.
hoping to
Don't
free up our
listen to
barbarian
them.
so we can come save you guys.
I should be at full health, by the way.
You got hit.
You
at
took
least
damage.
once.
Yeah. Sorry.
Twice actually. You took damage.
It was flying sword.
Uh,
Well, seeing that the rug is.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, don't forget I'm also concentrating, and I'm also I have protection from evil and good on me. In case they hit me, I have to make a check. So
Oh yeah, I put the protection from the evil and good on the last one, then I accidentally.
That's
deleted
okay.
it. I must have.
I'm not sure if I got hit directly, but I probably should have rolled already. I don't know.
Okay. Not by anything undead.
No, not yet. Wait, you said
We're
everything.
seeing that
What is the rug undead? Shouldn't
the
be.
cloak and the armor and the sword are the only things on it.
Right, everything I'm not fighting.
Yeah, pretty much. It just happened to be where you were standing.
Yeah, happened to be where I was standing. Yeah.
Seeing that you are wrapped up in this cloak, the animated armor is going to turn its attention to Howard and slam toward him.
Okay. Alright, that's a miss.
12 misses. And it's going to do it again. Oh, didn't mean to click it twice, but it was a nat 1.
Yeah.
So, yeah, misses both times. It is turning its attention to him, though. Next is the rug. You are still grappled by it.
Yes, I am.
So, it's going to do some damage to you.
Does that happen like automatically, basically?
Yeah, it's because it did actually roll damage when I did it. But yes, it is 2d6 plus 3.
In addition, at the start of each of the
Well, I guess it's the start of
the target's turns.
your turn.
Yeah.
I missed the in your turn, but we'll just do it as its action this time since I
Yeah.
guess it's not your turn yet. No, so we'll just wait then. Yeah, it's just continuing to grapple you.
Yeah.
You can feel it
The
kind of
armor
starting
went-
to tighten.
The armor went, right? So it should take Moonbeam?
That's true.
Yes. Roll your moonbeam damage.
You there, Dave?
Sorry.
Roll your moonbeam damage.
Here comes 6 glorious points of damage.
It's something, man. Yeah, so it takes that damage retroactively. Next is Dinah.
Alright. I am going to cast Word of Radiance, and because the rug is on top of Elrod, I'm going to say that I'm going to ask that I also hit the rug since it's within 5 feet of me.
Honestly.
So it would be the animated armor, the sword, and the rug.
Yeah, that's everything within 5 feet, right? That you designate.
Yep.
Oh, they're taking damage. But so do I.
All of them
Wow.
do.
No, only the ones I designate, so not you.
Well,
Yeah, but I do because half of that damage transfers to me
I think
from
it's
the rug.
from the rug.
Ew.
Or is it only
oh.
physical damage? I don't think so. I think it's any.
I think it's any.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it says I was thinking physical too, but it does say any damage.
Any
so,
damage.
Yeah. It's been a
Or
while since I've
it
run that
takes
monster, so I
half
don't
of the
remember.
damage. So
Right.
Oh, yeah,
and then
that's-
I get
You
half.
also got
I
protection.
feel like
from
Word of
good.
Radiance. Mm.
You got protection from good, and that's radiance damage.
That doesn't matter.
Oh,
That's not what it protects me from.
okay.
Yeah, Radiant can still be evil.
Yeah,
Alright, I
it-
guess would you roll that Constitution saving too?
No, I just take the damage. She's not targeting me with it, but
Oh, yeah,
hits,
yeah,
it
okay.
hits the rug, and then through the rug it hits me. It just transfers.
So he gets 2 points of damage from the rug.
I get 2
Yeah.
points. Yep.
Like if you were to burn it with a firebolt, it'd also kind of cinch him a little as well.
And,
It doesn't matter what type. I just take
Yeah.
damage until the rug's killed or the rug is
Interesting.
off me.
Yeah, I was kind of in the mindset I was thinking physical too. Anyway, yeah. So
And then-
is that your turn?
Not yet. Then, as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on Kroll.
God damn. Okay.
And That's my turn.
That brings my armor up
You're,
to.
We just all lost blessed by you doing that, by the way.
Oh, wait a
'Cause you're
minute.
concentrating.
No, it
Concentrating.
says an abjuration.
It doesn't matter.
It's a
It's another
concentration
concentration
spell.
spell. You can't concentrate on more
Oh,
than one.
yeah.
Oh,
You
that's.
want to retcon it?
Can
or-
she take that back?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll take it back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dying it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dang
heck.
it. Anything else you want to
No, that's it.
do? Elrod, you're next. Now you. Okay. Now we'll roll that 2d6 plus 3.
Yeah.
So as you feel this cloak starting to tighten on you, you take 12 damage.
12? It says 9.
Yeah, but I didn't have the plus 3 in it.
Oh god. Okay.
I have you at 19. Yeah, it's your turn.
This rug is smothering me, guys.
You can, try to pull it off.
I know. I have to. What's the DC? It's a strength save or athletics check? Which one?
It is a strength.
And remember,
Yeah, strength save DC 13.
Sure, it's a
Can you
save
get
to
your
get it off.
Or check, sorry.
Just
Strength
straight strength,
Strength
not
check,
athletics, right?
I keep wanting to say save. I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah,
plus,
would it be-
plus a D4. I don't need to roll that, so.
No, you make it.
All right, I
you
throw it the
it
fuck off
yeah.
me. Yeah.
Stab
That's
the
my action.
motherfucker.
Can't do that now. No
I
more
know.
actions.
All right.
Hold
You
on.
doing anything else?
I'm reading. No, I don't do
Yeah,
anything
take
else
your
yet.
time.
I'm good. End of turn.
I hope that doesn't feel like I'm trying to rush you. Like I just
No.
Okay.
It's good. It's good.
When
to
I
sort
say
of-
is that your turn, like I'm not trying.
it's good to sort of like remind people not to take too
Yeah.
long.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
I'm never offended by that.
I tend to do that. I tend to do it myself. That's why I'm doing it now because I know.
It's
like,
better
for
to
me,
say. It's better to say is that the end of your turn than to just skip to the next person's turn because it at least gives that last person one more final thought. Like, yeah, that is the end of my turn, type of thing, you know. And yes,
For
it is
sure.
the end of my turns.
All right. Elward is next.
Yeah. Elward. He's the animated armor is facing him now.
It is. The flying sword is facing away.
Yeah, he's gonna try and take that thing out with his short sword.
I know your time.
Trying, yeah. All right, that's a critical hit because he had advantage from behind.
Yes, it is. He takes it out. You see, he just brings down his long sword with a quick sweep and just knocks it to the ground, and it does not float back up.
Okay. It's dead. Thank God that one's dead. Less to deal with.
It is.
And then he stays where he is at, I think. He doesn't want to enter that Moonbeam area.
Good
That is
idea.
his turn.
Kroll, you're next.
I'm gonna try to finish off this abomination right here. The stitches, whatever organs.
You go ahead and roll that.
All right, great axe attack. Huh, mine's running a little slow today. Sorry.
That's cool.
I
That's
think
right.
it's
Okay.
everybody.
Do I need to
Wow.
roll? Do I need to do my bless? Oh my god.
No.
You definitely don't.
What
you
the
hit.
fuck? Is that
It's-
max
that's
damage?
19
Whoa,
damage though.
That's
too.
19.
Yeah.
God damn.
You cleave through this massive organs, and it just falls to the ground, deanimated.
Yes.
I wish cleave was
Yeah!
actually still a feat. It would be such. I don't know why.
Oh
it's
my
not a feat.
god. I wish
What,
feet
cleave?
cleave was.
Yeah.
Yeah, cleave. That way I could actually cleave all these enemies in
Yeah.
front of me. And attack.
It's so
used to
dumb.
run
It's so
cleave.
dumb that
I
it's
just-
not. I don't know why it's not.
I keep forgetting. Like I used to run cleave, but it was just a lot for me to keep track of, so I usually don't anymore.
I wish it
maybe
was
next
with me.
game we'll run cleave.
What was it?
All your damage, like if you kill something and you have damage left over, the next target within 5 feet would take the rest of the damage.
Oh. So, I'm facing this guy now.
Okay. You do
I'm
that.
facing him straight up. Alright.
Good thing you did, because if that is your turn. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn. I'm sorry.
Okay, I thought so. Good thing you did turn to face it, because it is actually its turn now. You see the barbed tentacle comes at you again.
That's
10
a
to
miss.
hit. It does indeed. It can't really do anything else. It's just gonna stay right here, like menacing on you.
Alright.
Next would be Lee. Let's see.
So
I'll
the
swap
armor is
power
dead?
of spells.
The armor's
The
alive.
armor is not dead. The sword is dead.
Okay.
Kill that fucking rogue. Or rug.
Yeah, please burn the rug before it gets back on me.
Yeah. Catch it on fire.
Yeah. So... Here's more of my power. Watch the rug burn, Sir Knight.
Yeah, a little singe of flames hits it.
You do hit it. It doesn't look like it does much damage to it, but you do singe it a bit.
Ha!
Very good. Yeah, keep doing that.
Actually,
The note that was affixed to the back of it, you hit that and it singes off.
Right. Yeah, you burnt the one piece of evidence that was useful.
The I'm sorry.
yeah, I'm thinking about it.
I'm pretty fucked up. You could heal me.
Yeah. Never worry, Sir Knight.
Oh, I worry. I worry about all you people. 7.
Yeah, so you feel like nature's
26.
energy bringing you back up a little bit.
Yeah, I feel revived. Thank you.
That bird said we would be okay, so don't worry.
Stop talking to the bird and get in the fight. No, he
That's my
doesn't.
turn.
He doesn't.
All right. Sildren.
Moving there. Rogue shenanigans.
Rogue shenanigans work.
Back out, and I'm shooting the rug.
Go for it.
Ooh, nice.
Aw.
It,
One of these days. 16 to hit. Swing advantage.
yeah, 16 to hit definitely hits.
And 16 damage.
Yeah,
Low on the
that
sneak attack,
is
but
enough. You see,
Rugs suck.
because I like this better. You, yeah, right. You shoot the rug and just kind of pin it down to the ground, and it ceases movement.
Thank God.
Alright.
excellent. That is my turn.
All right. Next is the armor.
Roll Moonbeam right
yeah,
away.
roll your
It's at the
Moonbeam.
start before he attacks.
Mm-hmm.
David.
So I need to turn on music.
Oh, here I can turn it down. If it's too loud, please tell me.
It's
Yeah,
at,
I'll change
it.
it's at a fine volume for me. I can hear everybody, but
Yeah.
that's a little bit
I'm
better
good now.
actually.
Alright, so here
I always keep the music a little lower, in general anyway, for me. But
I like it somewhat loud for the recording because when you listen to this back and there's a lot of dead silence, the music helps kind of the momentum of the listening experience. So it's fine.
4 points of damage.
Wow, massive damage again.
Oh, you're whittling
double
it away.
And that was 2d10 too, and he rolled 2
Isn't
2s.
this an awesome spellmaster knight?
Yes.
You see
I believe you,
some
but-
smoke kind of.
You should have
rises
cast that
off
on
of
the
it as a
undead
thin-
because they get like extra damage from it.
I can't see. Like, I need to get dark vision soon.
Oh yeah.
You can't see shit, right?
Next rest.
All right. So it takes that damage. It is going to keep trying to hit our brother. 17 to hit.
He parries that away. That's an 18 on his armor class right now.
All right. It misses. He's going to try to slam again.
That misses too.
11 misses. Not doing much anymore. Next is Dino.
Oh, cool. Is parry one of your abilities that you get all the time?
Yeah, he has that as a reaction. It's one of the few things he's
Oh,
got.
wow. That's very nice. Yeah, good job.
Just say, be well to Elrod and touch him.
Oh, people are touching me.
Oh shit! Went the wrong way with that.
Okay, so I got, what is that?
Should be
33.
33.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Thank
You
you.
lovingly touch his shoulder, and he feels rejuvenated.
I'm less worried. See, here's what worries me about this fight. I'm not worried about me dying because I had a couple ways to get out of death there.
Oh my god.
I'm worried about how much further we have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, did I get my turn?
It's your turn. I clicked twice by accident. It's your turn.
Yeah, you can hit that back button on that, but that's fine. I'll just roll my turn. Going after the animated armor. I should have advantage since he's facing L
There we go.
word. Yes.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage.
All right, come on. 25 to hit. Plus a D4 if I need it,
25.
but I seriously doubt it.
Definitely hits.
And that is
so you're
13
doing,
slashing.
13 slashing. You do that. It is still up, but just barely. You can see the magics holding it together are kind of failing a bit.
Does the Bane and the Nameless do anything else than just damage? Like, it's just a
It's
plus
just a
2?
+2 greatsword.
Okay. I
With
just wanna-
sentience if you choose to talk to it.
Sure. Okay, well that is my action. God, I wish I had 2 attacks, but no, that's my turn.
Oh, actually, you also have advantage on sanity saving throws.
Oh, okay.
You
That's
saw
useful.
Yeah,
That's very
Good
useful.
to know
Yeah.
that. That is
that. All
my
right,
turn.
that's your turn. Elward is next.
Yeah, Elward is doing so good tanking over here. He's just going to continue to try to stab holes in the suit of armor. Normal attack, no advantage. And
That
he has
does not hit.
He has a D4, but I doubt it's gonna help. Yeah, so that's a 9.
But yeah, he just doesn't quite make the connection. It kind of
Sure.
his sword kind of bounces off.
Bounces out, yeah. End of his turn. He stays there.
All right, next is Crow.
I am going to strike down this weird looking creature right here.
All right, go for it.
And I'll roll a d4. That would be 17 to hit.
You hit indeed, doing 10 damage.
12.
12.
12, yes, thank you.
Vince,
Yes.
look on your sheet. There should be something underneath your attacks where you can put a checkbox near rage. Something that's a line on your sheet that says rage. It'll just always roll rage damage.
It will. Okay. Oh. This. Can I? Okay. I clicked the checkbox. Can I try it again?
No,
Just see if it
no,
works.
We already,
We'll
No,
just add-
we know it works.
You can try it again, but I won't. yeah.
I just want to see if it works. This is. Okay. No, that's
Yeah.
rage damage. Okay. I didn't know that. Okay. I wonder what that checkbox was. Apologize. Sorry for not using it.
No, that's all right. I just figured I'd
Okay.
remind you.
Okay. That's good. That's perfect. Awesome.
All right, anything else on your turn?
That's it. In my turn.
All right, next is this thing in front of you. It's going to bring out its barbed tentacle again and try to attack you. 17.
That's an actual hit.
All right. I need you to make a strength save. You pass. So yeah, you just
Also,
take
that's half damage.
5 damage. Yes. All right. I have you at 30.
I'm finally getting a little whittled down now.
Just
You'll
a
be
bit.
alright. We can come save you if you get real low. We can see
Yep.
how beat up you're getting.
Lingmar, you are next.
Powerful magic.
Maybe time to move my powerful magic around.
How far can you move?
First, I need to have a look. I cannot see that far in the dark, you have to know. And they're on both sides of the dwarf, huh? Oh, one is dead. Okay.
You
Yeah,
should
Um,
light a torch, like after combat or something. Get your torch.
I've got my flame out while I'm talking.
Yeah, his produced flame.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you can't constantly keep it up, right? So.
Not in combat.
Although, right now there shouldn't be a problem really because of the moonlight.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, he shuffles about behind the backs of the others and switches the moonlight onto that demon creature over the under. So
How about look
Should
right
not.
there?
yeah, maybe behind it, not in front of it, toward us. So if
Like
someone
further,
else wants to step
like,
forward and
yeah.
attack, yeah, like back.
Oh, yes. Like
Yeah,
there.
right there. That's good.
Doesn't that look nice? Oh,
Looks
and
so
then I'm
nice.
going to... like, yeah, I'm gonna stay right there and watch.
Alright.
How bad is that dwarf hurt?
He looks great.
He's getting whittled down, but he's
It's
still.
a dwarf, I have to say. And that's Nameless.
Alright, Sildren, you are next.
Alright. Again, more rogue shenanigans.
I was about to say, go ahead and roll your rogue shenanigans.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Damn, good stealth
When it
check.
works.
Straight for the animated armor.
You needed
22 to
that.
hit. Yeah.
22 to hit definitely hits.
14.
Yeah, shit. Was that 14? It falls apart. You hit it just in the right place, and you see this glow inside of it that was the magic holding it together. Just kind of dissipates, and the armor falls on a heap, on the floor.
Sweet. That's my turn.
All right.
Tough encounter,
Let's
guys.
see who is next. Dinah.
Okay.
Just one thing left, really.
Okay, I'm gonna then march right up to my gross friend here and burst out some radiance. He's the only one left, right?
Yeah, it is the only one left. It does pass.
That's
Word
it,
of
that's it.
Radiance, it doesn't take half, yeah.
No, 'cause it's a cantrip.
I was thinking that, just wanted to make sure. Yeah, so it passes. Anything else on your turn? Okay.
Nope.
Elrod.
Yes, I move up behind this thing because I'm assuming it is facing Krull.
It is facing Crow.
With advantage, then I swing my Bane of the Nameless at it from its back. It rolls. Here we go. 25 to hit.
25 definitely hits.
13 slashing. Magical.
Alright, it is still up, but it definitely looks worse for wear. You can see some of the sinew where it's supposed to be held together is kind of starting to separate a bit.
Yeah. Okay. And I end my
Is that
turn.
everything?
Yeah.
Elward.
Elward moves in. Short sword from the front arc. So normal attack roll plus a d4 if he needs it.
15 hits.
15 hits.
For...
Or non-magical piercing damage.
All right, he slashes into it. It is still there, but you can see it's kind of faltering a little bit. Or a lot of it, actually.
Yeah.
Yes, is that his turn?
That's his turn.
Kroll.
I am
You're
going
next.
to recklessly attack.
Go for
That would be 17. Do I need to roll d4?
it. You don't.
Okay.
That with that damage, especially, you see you just
God damn, that's
cleave
a
right
lot of
through this
damage.
and it falls in a pile on the floor.
Okay.
We're out of combat.
That
Woo!
was max damage right there.
How about
Yeah.
do you guys want to take a break?
Yeah,
continue
let's.
to-
I need a drink.
Yeah.
I need a real drink.
All right, we'll take 10.
That was a
We'll
tough
be back
fucking
at
fight,
8.
guys.
That was very fucking tough. Dude, my fucking barbarian stood up to all those motherfuckers.
Yeah, you did
Really,
good.
the main thing with that, the sinew thing that you just killed, like, I kept wanting it to fucking, you're the closest one to it, I kept wanting it to grapple you, because that's when it really starts fucking showing up.
Yeah, I didn't want that.
I know, but, cool, we'll come
be
back
back.
at, right around 8, 10 minutes.
Cool.
Yeah, that was a pretty awesome, intense battle. Melissa, you there? Or did you leave?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey,
What?
I got a question now. You're a sorcerer that can heal, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Like,
Yeah,
do
we
you
have
get...
3 healers.
So, okay, I was wondering, like, do you get healing word too, or just lay on hand, or cure
I
wounds?
have cure wounds and I don't have detect magic. I
Oh
have
no, do you have lay on hands?
cure wounds and prayer of healing and shield of faith.
Oh wait, you have cure
And
wounds.
bless.
Oh, do you got healing word?
Uh-uh.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
wait. I get something. No, that's.
And now
good.
those only cost spell slots
Yeah.
instead
But I
of spell point, right?
right, but I have a couple, like 4 sorcery points that I can kind of use.
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
had-
saying.
if-
You can use from, ain't it?
If I had a healer's kit, then I can restore 1d6 plus 4 hit points.
Oh wow.
Oh, you took
But
the
I
healer's
don't
feat?
have one. Huh? Yeah.
You
with
took the healer's feat?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. But I don't have a healing kit.
That's
You
fine.
can use it on one person, like each person per long rest, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, but I also have a prayer of healing that I can use on everybody when we're out of combat. Takes 10 minutes. Alright, I'm gonna
Can
also...
I use my herbalism kit to make a healing kit?
Be nice. Alright, I'll be back.
Yep, go get water.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that was a tough combat, but it was fun. I'm making some food real fast.
Oh yeah, you're good, man. I'm glad you had fun.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, that's the type of shit I love. I love hard combats. Man, I went toe to toe with 3 of them motherfuckers at once. Like, hell yeah, good thing I raged.
You did.
So what would have happened if I had turned into a manatee inside of the smothering rug?
I'm not 100% sure. I just think it would have been funny as shit.
Yeah, and like the rule says, like the rule I have, I don't know how official that is. Says they can hold their breath for 30 minutes and no suffocating.
I mean, it still would have been trying to crush you, but
Yeah,
you wouldn't have had to worry about
like,
suffocation.
makes the whole situation kind of infeasible, nonetheless. Although it would have been. Go ahead.
Well, I was about to say something from one of my other games. I almost had a player pretty much kill himself by polymorphing an enemy into a tiny fish, and his intention was to then eat the tiny fish. And we had to have a discussion about how
no.
that tiny fish would then transform back into a thing in his stomach.
Oh god.
And there's no shunting rules for that. It's not a teleport. He would explode.
Yeah.
What an interesting way to die.
Yeah. It would be it would be one of the more interesting character deaths. That same character actually did end up dying in last night's game because he was stupid, but not because of that reason.
Like you could polymorph like edible animals into other edible animals.
Yeah, it gets complicated.
Yeah, that sounds fun though. Like drow cuisine or something like that. You eat a spider and it's in fact a rat. Well, that wouldn't be healthy either.
Yeah, the discussion then became, okay, so what if we take a giant creature, polymorph it into something small, get another, and then like a fish. We put the fish in a plastic bag. We get someone else to eat the fish and the plastic bag together. Then we send both into a building. Eventually, someone gets to eat through the bag, and the other creature now is a giant creature in that room, and it will attack everybody. And yeah, it devolved into stuff like that.
That
It
is
was like a
weird.
30-minute discussion.
Plastic bag is a problem in D&D though.
Yes,
but
the
some
plastic bag
magic
part,
solution-
I had to be like, there's no plastic in D&D, and everyone was like, oh, right.
You have magic, so there's probably some crazy solution for this. Yeah.
Yeah, but the polymorph bomb was born that day.
The polymorph bomb. That's fucking.
That's what I called it.
Like that.
That would actually be a decent D&D strategy for armies, I think.
Yeah, dude. Same
Catapult
thing.
people in or something like that.
Same thing. You turn the dude into a small fish, but then you force feed it to his friend.
Yeah.
And then you just undo polymorph.
Not even the stomach acid does it.
Oh yeah, I guess like it's as soon as you take damage, yeah.
I mean, as soon as it reaches 0 hit points.
Although
Bam.
excess damage would carry
I'm
over.
back.
Right?
Yeah. So it would probably also take some crushing damage from being inside somebody as it rips its way out because, yeah.
It's really not the smartest thing to do.
Probably not.
Want to traumatize an enemy? shrink them down and make them explode inside of their friend.
Yeah, yeah.
Is everybody else here?
Oh,
I think that would.
I'm on my mic.
I think we're back.
Righto. All right. So yeah, we're out of combat. You see these things laying on the ground that you just fought and defeated.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I piss all over everything. No, I don't.
I'll say you see.
Oh, do I?
So this is made.
I had one question.
Yeah.
I'm not casting this necessarily. I just want to read something. How long does this last? I think it's instantaneous.
Oh,
but-
divine sense. It's immediate.
Okay. I was just gonna ask if I still sense anything within 60 feet, but I won't cast it again. However, I still have my concentration going from my protection.
Yes, of course.
What do we make of all this, my friends? Let us move on from this cursed hallway.
Well, before we move on, is it possible we take about 10 minutes so I can heal y'all up?
It's possible. Should we do it
Some of you
here?
do look like you could use some healing.
Let's fall back to the other room. It might be safer. Yes, we shall do that.
it looks safe to me.
I don't trust it. I don't trust what's in the next room. Not after this. So, a prayer of healing?
Assuming you're just targeting everybody, that brought
Yeah.
most of you up pretty far. Are you
Hold
all
on.
full? Kroll's the only one not full.
Yeah, Master Dwarf.
Yeah, get over here, Carl.
Sorry, I was making something to eat. But I was on my mic.
Was there
I just had to
always
walk to my computer.
Well, let's pray. Let's just all hold hands and let's pray now.
All right, I
To
pray
our
to the god
Father,
of death
Ilmater.
that all my enemies meet a
Well-
destructive death.
Well, no.
Well, while you're doing that,
Exactly.
I'm gonna keep watch down here.
Okay.
Father, we just ask you to come and bless us and cure us and make us feel better as we go on adventures and we try to save these poor children. And I just pray to you, God, you would come down and just be a presence on us that we could feel you and amen. Well, I feel better already.
Excellent.
Yeah, so all
excellent
of you.
words, Dinah.
The only one not at full still is Kroll. But are you looking around this room anymore? Or you just continue on?
I'm glancing around the room to see if there's anything else that's left on the shelves or anything of value. Not touching anything though.
Most of the things that were on these racks were animated. I will say the armor looks like it could be taken. It looks really dented up and everything. But I'll say now that you can pick it up and kind of eye it over a little bit more. Roll an investigation check for me. I think it's have to come up for it.
Investigation. Decent those sometimes when roll 20 decides to go. There we go. 20.
Okay, you can tell before anyone would really be able to use it, it will probably need to be repaired. But this is actually a set of mithril armor.
Wow. Mithril plate.
Holy shit, mithril
Mithril.
plate. That's fucking super awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if we have the ability to repair such things, though.
I certainly don't. Master Dwarf, you wouldn't happen to know how to repair armor, would you?
I actually do. Yes, I have blacksmithing tools right here. I just need to get a forge and and get it all good and hot, and I could probably pound the dents out. I'm quite proficient with it. It's one of my innate abilities, being a soldier and in the wars for many years. I've learned to take care of my armor,
You're wearing
and
armor?
others' armors and stuff. No, back then I used to wear armor, but
Oh, okay. I see.
yeah,
I
but
see.
now I follow another path.
Is that the path of the berserking idiot?
The raged warrior, I call
Oh,
it.
yes, of course.
His
How do you-
anger is his armor.
My anger is my strength and my courage. Without that, I would not be as strong as I am in battle.
Amen.
Yes, Dwarf, you did put on a good show. I missed most of it because there was a blanket on my head. However, I heard you
Yeah.
screaming
fucking-
obscenities down the hall, and I was most proud to be fighting along your side.
Oh yes, definitely. I appreciate it. Yeah,
On
that's
the
what I
note,
do.
So hitting you with some of that bit of coldness from my dagger.
So out of character, does someone want to collect the heavy armor and the mithril plate armor and take it with us? And
Dwarf,
maybe if we find
I
a
think
forge,
you
I
should be the pack
try to put
mule
it-
of the party and carry this on your back until we find.
I
a way
think
to-
you're full of shit.
You have much strength. I think.
Yeah, but I don't need nothing to slow me down. I need my flexibility, twist around and
Honest to
smash
God, I think
motherfuckers' heads off.
I think we're wasting our time, and we should just leave it here. Like,
Have your fucking squire carry it. He's your servant, isn't he?
yes, but Elrod is also my brother, and he must defend
Is
himself.
mithril is this
It's
armor?
light.
Is it light or
It's-
is it?
It's like
It's light. It's light. It's
Light
light.
armor.
Full plate light armor.
Yeah, pretty much.
well, it's still.
If you were to
considered heavy
wear
armor,
it,
but
what would it
doesn't-
bring your AC up to, actually?
18.
Huh.
in 18?
The armor
But
only has
it needs to be
disadvantage.
repaired. I mean, let's just. All right. How
Oh,
I gather up the
I could
parts of the
actually-
armor. I
I
gather.
could actually wear this.
Yeah. Well, I'm not giving it to
Looking
you.
at it.
You have plenty
Well,
of decks.
no, I haven't looked up mithril armor in a while, so I was actually looking at it. Oh no, it is medium or heavy. It's not
medium
light. Never
or
mind.
heavy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that answers my question. I didn't see that part.
I gather it
always-
up into a pack and I split it between myself and Elward. We both carry it. He is my
Okay.
squire, but I don't treat him as a servant. He is my brother, so I share the load. That's my oath of devotion. It's part of my oath.
I didn't realize that it doesn't have a strength requirement for that. That's cool.
It ignores strength requirements. Yeah, that's
And also,
Yeah.
it
And
ignores
also
disadvantage on stealth.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
advantage. Yeah.
That part's honestly better.
Well, I thought you don't get disadvantage, but
If you wear regular
Well,
heavy armor.
it just ignores it. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, you
So,
do. So
coming
I
to
move in the room next to Elrod. I'm like, get anything else to fucking destroy in our path.
Who knows? But what are we looking at here? We're looking
Uh,
at
Yeah, what the
Starting
fuck
you
is
see a smaller version of the archway that you came in originally. The very large one. This is a smaller version. Not too small. Still much taller than all of you. But the imagery surrounding it is very similar to the one that you came through before. You see 6 white-blue torches cast light on different carved ancient characters. You see a different set of distinctive runes in Draconic. You can tell it's the same thing as before. And you see these hideous gargoyles make up most of the archway. The figures represented are, you see humans, monsters, some abominations that you can't quite recognize, and they all seem to kind of shift under the torchlight in this blue flames. The difference on this one is you see at the top 2 massive cycloptic gargoyles. They're carved around the upper edges of the archway, which I would say is probably about 30 foot high. The ceiling's about 30 foot.
Does my passive perception pick up on anything that might be lurking, hidden, or pretending to be a statue, but is actually a being that's watching us, or anything like that? You know.
You don't pick up anything from
Okay.
the archway, no. But as you guys are, sitting here looking at this, kind of taking it in, there is a figure that appears in this corner behind you.
I'm ready for the
She appears
attack.
like she doesn't appear like threatening you that way, but she appears in kind of like a blue-white light, kind of spectrally. You see, she has the appearance of a female elf, garbed in very elegant silks, dark hair, a bunch of piercings and like facial tattoos and tattoos down her arms and stuff like that. And she says she would look at the elves of the party. I think she would probably ignore the rest of you and say, Shaya Seo. And you would know this to mean, who are you?
My name is Elrod
In Elvish.
Tiberius Cantana Esquire III. Who are you, man? What are you?
I do not, cannot seem to recall. What is it that brings you here?
We seek children.
This is
that,
an Elvish, by the way.
right. We seek children that have gone missing and believe they were taken with this place to be sacrificed to a nameless god. Would you have happened to?
Children.
Yes, children.
As it happens, a group of children did come by, accompanied by larger adults. They were not kind, and they did not linger long. Why do you seek these children? Why would they have come through here?
Well, we have reason to believe they were kidnapped and brought here by some cultists or some such that wish to revive a god of great evil that resides deep within this place. Are you? Can I make an insight check, or can I just ask? I would just want to ask because I would already be
Yeah.
thinking this. Are you one of the makers of this place? We understand that this was made by elven hands, this temple. Are you the ghost of one of the makers?
I would say as you start what you were just saying, she looks really confused. But when you say that about them resurrecting a god, you see her face kind of change, like she's like stuff is coming back. And then when you ask her that, she kind of like stares blankly at you for a minute, and she says, Loriak is what I used to be called.
Loriak.
I did not make this place, but I am here for too long to count.
How did you end up here? Are you dead? Can I sense that she's undead?
Yeah, she's definitely dead. She's spectral and ghostly.
I would assume I would just kind of know, but
Yeah.
so you
She
can't
definitely looks like a ghost. Like
you
would know.
can't remember how you were brought here? What can you remember? Tell us anything you know about this
I
place.
remember being alive here, but not much before. And you see her kind of look down the hallway, and as she sees like those remains of the monsters that she killed laying, you see she kind of holds her hand up to her mouth, and she looks like really shocked isn't the word, horrified really. She's like, he did this. I don't remember why, but I know that he did this.
Who did what?
Kale Paris. And then she starts sobbing into her hand.
Have we heard the name Kel Paris before?
That would be the other name that was on the door.
Oh, what, like the Elven Champions?
Yeah, Loriak and Kelparis.
That's right. So she was one of them, and they were supposedly champions that helped drive the Nameless God in here or something, or defeated him?
They were placed here as guardians.
Okay, that makes sense. Kel Paris, did he murder you?
Murders is not the word that I would use. And
Sacrifice.
she kind of points down the hallway, and those are the remains of what he's done to me.
Back the other way where we just came.
Yeah.
Oh, so the skin and all that shit, that's
Yeah.
your body
How
parts?
terrible.
So I want all of you to make a saving throw. Elrod with advantage.
Oh, wait a
since
minute.
you
I
have
can't
the
understand her, can I?
Oh yeah, you can. I guess so. Everyone that can understand Elvish, because you're just kind of seeing people converse.
I forgot. Yeah, I just seen him talking, but I thought
I don't know.
I'd jump in there and role play, but I forgot. I can't even understand her.
I adapted mine to roll with advantage automatically, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
I have an
Which
18,
You can do.
and
18 for me.
L word gets a 9.
All right. He fails, and he's going to take 20 stress damage
So he's
Oof.
and be
That's what I'm at.
quite shaken and fearful of going back in that hallway.
It's okay, brother.
So Dinah and Lingmar, you don't speak Elvish at all. Yeah, you come to the realization as she's talking about it that she was severely tortured and like her remains separated and cursed to be these things that you just fought.
But we have removed the evil from your things, and perhaps now you can rest.
I don't believe I can rest quite yet. Perhaps if you burn them, I definitely feel an evil lifted. Thank you, adventurers.
If we burn them, she said.
Yeah.
Okay. We will do this for you. However, can you please answer some more questions for us before we do so?
I say, hey, what the fuck is she saying?
I'll
All I
tell
see her is gibberish.
I will explain in a moment. Please,
I'll translate.
If you
and I'll start
help
translating.
us, we will
Okay.
put you to rest. Tell us how to get through this gateway. Can we get through
She
the
kind of
gateway?
changes from like a. Yes,
that was never
You
made
see,
clear. Like I don't know.
It is a gateway. You didn't actually try yet. She kind of appeared before you did.
Yeah, we
I'm
haven't
assuming you're
examined it
asking me that, yeah.
Yeah.
Not her.
I was
Yeah,
asking
you see. Yeah. You haven't actually tried it, but it is a gate.
Does it appear to lead anywhere, or is it like a portal that we're?
You can't tell the stone doors are closed.
Oh, there's doors. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. It looks exactly like the one that you encountered outside to come in here, just a smaller version.
I forgot it had
and with
doors though. Yeah, I get you.
gargoyles. Yeah. You see, talking to you, like, and you saying that you'll put her to rest. She kind of changes from like a confused, maybe apprehensive, like not quite knowing who you are, and wary, I guess would be the word, to a more relaxed and anything that you ask of me, I will try to help you. You are very kind. I have been here for millennia. I cannot even remember how long it's been since I've died.
It's okay. We will put you to rest, but is this door here, can you help us open it? Is it cursed? Is there a trap on it? Anything you can tell us would be helpful.
There is actually magic on this door. And you see her wave her hand. And yeah, she kind of waves her hand, and you see like a shimmer go over the gargoyles at the top. And she says, the ones that went through before had placed a trap. I believe they had used some magic, but that should be enough to make it okay for you to go through the doors.
The ones that went in before, how recently was this? Did they have children with them?
They did have children. They were 15 adults and I forget how many children, but they came through so hard to tell time.
It's
Not
okay.
terribly long ago.
Then those are the ones we seek. Thank you for your help, Spirit. Put you
She
to
nods
rest
her head at
now.
you.
I walk down the hall and I light everything on fire that was combat. I burn it with my torch.
All right.
Assuming I
You
have
see, you can still kind of see her. She's like watching you as you do it, and you see her face just changes to that of relief, and then she like slowly fades away. And as she says, "Thank you again, adventurers. Be wary on the road ahead." And then she's gone.
one.
Well, I for one did not get one word that lady said.
I briefly explained to the party what she was speaking about. She was one of the guardians of this place. The body parts that we were fighting in that battle. They were made from
Oh,
her.
no shit. That makes
Yes.
sense.
Do we need to make sanity checks now?
Yeah, I was just about to say, now that you're realizing what it is that you were fighting, yes, I would like you to. Dinah, Lingmar, and Kroll.
So like we don't really realize like when we're making a sanity check though, right? It's not like I would have been like not telling anyone just because
12 minus 1 would be 11.
That's
I'm
kind of
sure
like
that's a failure.
a 12 plus what?
A 12 minus 1, that'd be 11. I'm sure that's a failure.
I mean,
That
you'd
is a
realize the
failure.
information is distressing, right?
Yeah, it's
Not-
kind of like
well,
not really.
not
like
to
the
me
real life.
because I don't find it very distressing.
It doesn't
That's a good point.
phase me at all. Like really.
Apparently it does because you just got an 11.
Yeah, it does.
You're very
For
stressed
some
by
reason,
it.
it touches your soul in a way that
Not all over
makes
you.
the hair on the back of your neck stand up. So you do take 20 stress damage.
God
Dinah, what's your
damn, I'm
modifier?
up to 50.
Can I ask a question out of
Dude.
character? So this stress damage, what is it really doing to us? Like anything?
Yeah, is it gonna kill us or what the fuck?
Oh, it can if it gets too high in the form of like you're so stressed, character has a heart attack or something at 200. Possibly there is a role for it, but ongoing stress damage is you make a perception check and what you see could be like a hallucination if it's high enough, or like you start feeling like you could, in the heat of battle, mistake your compatriots for an enemy. Stuff like that. Like it's basically like your character losing grip on their insanity.
So levels, it doesn't matter too much, but once we start getting into a higher level, we're prone to
Higher levels are where it's going to come into play. Yes. What's your modifier, Dinah?
0.
Okay. You also take 20 stress damage. Lingmar, you passed. Don't take it.
I'm a very sane person, you know.
So you
This
say.
is just another Tuesday. All right. Yeah. So here you are. She has faded away. You saw her do some kind of magic thing on the doorway, and she said that it was safe to walk through.
Let us proceed. This door should be safe now. She disabled the trap that was on. Oh, and apparently she did witness 15 individuals, 15 adults travel through this door, children in tow. They're on the right track. I care not for the evil that resides within you. Destroy anything that lies on our path.
Hallelujah.
And we proceed through the door, unless anyone has anything else they want to say or do.
Hell, I'll destroy anything that lays in front of our path, whether it's friend or foe. I don't give a shit.
Indeed. Well, not
Let us
friends.
move on.
All right. So together, you push open the large stone doors. Sorry. And as you do, you feel like a gust of kind of wind where it's been trapped rush out, and you can tell the air in here, it's free of the rancid decay and rotting smells that you've smelled pretty much your whole journey through. It smells pretty fresh, but the air is oddly chilled, and you do feel cold, and you feel like moisture as you see this 30-foot wide hallway stretch out before you into the darkness. It looks to be a stone dungeon hallway.
We proceed.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
There's nothing that happens
As
from
you-
that. Like we don't. That was just flavor, basically. Like.
Yeah, that was just flavor, basically.
Okay.
As you all pass through, though, I want Elward and Dinah to give me a religion check, and
Okay.
I want Lingmar to give me an Arcana check or a Nature check. Let's do Nature. All right, Lingmar, you don't really feel any different. Dinah and Elrod, as you begin to walk through this gate, you feel an almost like subtle disconnect within you from your divine orders. Yeah.
Wait. What? What does that mean?
What is that feeling? Am I feeling
Like you don't feel
immoral all of a sudden?
like the divine power that would flow through you to use your magics. You feel like a subtle disconnect within you. Mechanically speaking, you feel like you're in an anti-magical field. But nothing happens to you other than that. It's just you've noticed that.
Can't feel the presence of my God. Something is wrong here.
It feels like I am just talking to myself when I'm praying, which is very strange.
I mean, that is what it looks like from my end, but what do I know?
Well, at that, I mean, I would assume we just press on through, like, this hallway.
All right. Without any objection, I will assume you do so. I'll show you this little thing. So you cautiously continue down the hallway, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And for the first hour, you're walking through, prepared for whatever this place has to offer. You're just trying to power through it. But you find only more of the same. Mostly bare, yet sturdy stone walls and evidence of the passage of countless years since its construction. So for the first 5,000 feet, the walls are lined with these skeletons put up in an erect position, standing in these small alcoves through the wall. This looks to be almost like a catacomb, kind of, more or less. You notice that while you're walking, there's a gradual decline downward. Not too steep, just barely enough for you to notice as you're walking that you are walking downward. The stones. Go ahead.
I'm half tempted to knock the skulls off every one of them.
I'd stay your weapon for now. Don't want to set the.
All right. Fine.
You see, as you're walking down this hallway, in between the skeletons are these masterfully crafted runes, which you, Kroll, would recognize immediately as dwarven runes. Not so much anything significant, like to read and take note of. They're just like runes of like goodwill and like what you would picture a priest would write on like a coffin or something.
What the hell are dwarven runes doing down here? I thought this place was crafted by elves.
Believe that many cultures work together. at this place.
Or perhaps the elves simply took over a dwarven-built place, sealed it up.
Oh no!
No,
Remember
no, I
from the
think Aladdin was
research,
one of those written on the pillars before.
there was many cultures that worked together into this god.
That
Yes,
is
It's a
true.
joint
But
effort.
Yeah.
that could only be the entrance. We don't know what's below.
Well, let's just assume for now that these halls were made by those with intentions to keep this thing in. What difference does it make, Dwarven or Elven?
Well,
Little to me.
maybe. What do these signs say, Master Dwarf?
Oh, they talk about shit of goodwill. Whatever. Yeah.
Kind of like burial.
Nothing of importance. What?
Kind of like burial runes, like you would imagine, like more shaman-based areas would put like runes and stuff like that over their dead. Like it's what you would expect to see in a dwarven catacomb, basically. But these aren't all dwarven skeletons.
Well, anyone
just to
with
note.
knowledge of religions would sort of know that just by looking, right?
Yeah.
It would be sort of like,
True.
yeah. I mean, in ancient cultures, they used to just mark things with runes like that. They called them spells, actually, to protect the dead
Yep. That's
or
what.
lead the dead to the
Yep.
afterlife.
Yeah.
Well, just pay it no
What
mind.
is the DM for?
No. What are
No,
you
that's just
doing?
one sign.
Oh, for your nature check. I'm sorry.
No,
um,
there are these to the gods of the dead.
say that one more time. I didn't quite make out what you said.
No, the Romans had that DM thing on their graves, like something like that.
Right. It's like those kind of things. Is it significant? I mean, we see hundreds of these, I'm assuming, or many of them. It's
Yeah, it's nothing like that would catch your eye as like a
point of interest.
as an actual spell or something interesting to take note of. It's
Right.
just these runes, like in respect of all the dead.
Gotcha. Well, let's just keep on moving.
Agreed.
All right. So you keep walking. Another hour passes, and the walls gradually begin to become more minimal, showing evidence of previous collapses and renovations in some areas. Every so often, you feel a mild tremor, and aside from light rain of dust, it's nothing that you really feel like you should be worried about. It's just you're going deeper into the earth.
Yeah.
There's some sections as you're walking that sometimes turn to stairs and descend a little bit more steep, but then they just come back to the same slowly sloping path.
We're definitely going down.
Definitely going down.
Yeah.
Eventually, after another 45 minutes of walking, you come to just like a superficial archway. It looks like just an embellishment of the passage. Yeah.
And it's just
It looks.
part of the same hallway, or is it just a different room?
Yeah, it's just part of the same hallway. Like as you're walking, you have this archway.
There's nothing significant about the archway? Does it have anything that we take note of?
You can do an investigation check.
Sure,
I would join.
I would
I'd be
look at
paying-
that. I tell
I'd be paying
everybody to
attention as
look.
well.
Yeah. I just let him do it.
Holy shit. Yeah, you don't really notice anything other than it's just like an embellishment of the passage. It doesn't really seem nefarious at all. It seems a little bit out of place, but it just looks like a decorative arch.
We passed through
You
it.
figure maybe if you wanted to rest, it seems like a decent enough place where you could look down both sides of the hallway.
Both sides of the hall? Oh, like the path in
Or
front
like
and the
both,
path
yeah.
behind? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I worded that poorly.
I
But
mean-
yes, that's what I meant.
But we can't see the end of the hallway, right?
You cannot see the end of the hallway.
Are we getting tired? Is anyone tired?
I would say it's been like half a day's travel since your last long rest. It's been about half a day.
Well, then technically we can't long rest. Long rest once every 24 hours.
Yep.
We press on. We just press on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Another hour of walking in the silence of this tunnel, which I guess some of you would probably start to note, like, aside from the tremors, there's almost no noise at all in this tunnel. But I will say, after passing through the arch and traveling for a little bit, you kind of start to feel that connection you have with your divinity and that connection that you have with your magic kind of restore itself. Like, you feel like maybe you passed through whatever it was that was blocking that.
Okay. I just take a mental note of it. I don't speak of it.
Okay.
Being by the way, will be whispering the whole time, like just bullshit. Like, oh, the bird says they're still alive, but they're in a dark place.
Shh. Be quiet.
It's cryptic shit.
Let's not alarm anybody. We're trying to move like subtly, I assume.
Yeah, it's up to you if you guys are trying to.
I'd certainly be trying to
Yes, I mean, I
stealthily move.
as a standard action, I would be trying to move as quietly as possible. Yeah, but you don't have to make a stealth check until he tells
That's true.
you
I mean,
to.
passive stealth is technically a thing.
Yes.
All right.
Which would mean I pass stealth 19.
Yeah.
I just we
if it comes
keep
up,
going until we're at the end of this hallway, like until there's an end.
All right.
Yeah, I don't look at anything else on the walls. I just
You're just
out
wanting to
loud,
get out of here.
in my head, I'm praying to Ilmater that how sorry I am for my lapse in faith, and now I really understand that he's still there, even though I hear him, and I rely on my faith, and thank you very much. To herself.
Okay. So another hour passes as you're walking, and you see the deliberately built hallway kind of shift into like scaffolding, like old rotting wood scaffolding. It looks like it's in a state of disrepair, and behind it you can see bare limestone, like maybe the builders kind of stopped around this point. Nothing more of note, really, as you continue walking for another hour. As you see this, eventually you start to see another archway in the distance. If no one's stopping to look at it, is anyone stopping to look at it?
Yeah, I would stop. I mean, does it look similar to the other ones we've seen?
It looks almost identical to the one you just went through. Yeah, so you walk through this one. You continue on. This by now you're kind of starting to feel a little bit worn down. Another hour passes, and you can notice that entire sections of the wall are incomplete, or they look like someone had maybe mined through them and just kind of abandoned it. You can see mining equipment, like some pickaxes, kind of laying on the ground. And the air starts to noticeably get colder. Like, each of you can feel it really getting colder. I have to do a check. You pass through another archway. Looks almost like you went through before. More traveling. Another hour passes, and the tunnel starts sloping downward a little bit more than it was before. Definitely feel it now. You're kind of having to kind of do that, that walk when you have to kind of lean back a little bit to balance yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It does that for about 1,000 feet, and then it starts to level out a little bit with just the gradual slope. And ahead of you, you see yet another archway. Anyone stopping at this one, or are you going to continue through?
Does it look identical?
This one looks a little bit more intricately carved.
Yeah, I mean, just assume that we take note of anything on there as we're passing through. I mean,
Okay. Who's leading the party at this point? Just so I know.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. I'd probably
It'd
be
be
up front.
Elrond.
I would
our
definitely be up
fearless leader.
front, you know, up front. Yeah, we'd be in this marching order like this.
Yeah, I mean it's just a hallway, so it's not a real stealthy place to
Yeah.
for me to scout stealthily.
All right. Elrod, what is your passive? Perception.
It's 14.
Okay. I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw as you walk under the bridge.
Not good at. There you go.
As you go to walk under this arch, a green, slimy substance drips down onto your arm, and you only take 3 damage, but you feel it like singe your arm as you're walking under, not quite able to dodge out of the way.
Is that
and as
all?
you look up,
Like it just kind of hits.
yeah, it just kind of hits you. And as you look up, you can see that there's like some green slime accumulated at the top of this arch. Not the slime monster, but it just looks like it's seeping out of the wall.
It's like an ooze or something, like acid or something.
Yeah, it's acid.
Watch it. Something spilled on me. Hurts like a motherfucker. Careful. Did I trigger a trap or it just dripped like down?
It's dripping like as you walk through.
Yeah, I
Did
caution
it like
everybody to
sizzle
avoid
his
it.
armor or anything like that?
No, it didn't. Of course not.
No, it landed on his arm.
Armor doesn't take damage.
Well, it is that.
Not in this campaign, it doesn't.
Well,
So yeah, I will say it's starting to get really, really late. Probably by now, just the amount of hours that have passed, you're walking, you're starting to get tired. You could stop here for a long rest. It's been long enough that I will let you, if you guys want to.
yeah. I mean, if we're gonna be exhausted, we should take a long rest.
It is just a few hours shy of exhaustion level.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do that.
As before, if just wake I'll be up in 4 hours and I can take the last 4 hours the watch.
All right, who's taking watch first?
I will.
I'm not. I'm sleeping straight through.
Best.
You're just like, I don't want to with that at all.
I'll start meditating.
All right, I stand
I
watch.
say, wake me if there's battle.
Yes, we will. I stand watch.
All right, everyone, go ahead and take a day of rations away as you're preparing to sit and take watch. Are you? Oh, is that just for like as you're walking, Lingmar, or are you staying up with him? With the produce food?
No, I clicked. Sorry, was going through my rations actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm always predicting if it's darker.
We've rested once before, right? So we should have.
You did rest once before.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we're down 2 rations each.
Oh,
Got one left.
All right. Are you doing anything on your watch, or are you just watching the hallway?
Just watching the hallway. I don't need to do. Well, I do actually. I do some stress relief, I guess. I meditate a little bit, like as I'm
Well, I don't mind joining you.
I pray to Ilmater for salvation of the children, which is one of my stress relief things, which removes some of my stress damage, some way that I don't understand. So
All right. What is your stress at right now?
5.
Oh, jeez, you like don't have much at all.
No,
Yeah, roll a d8.
a D8.
Yep.
4.
All right, you relieve 4 stress damage.
Okay.
Praying to your god.
Yep.
Give me a con save to see if you stay awake in these tunnels.
Okay.
And if you're not doing anything else, also give me a perception check.
That's a new.
Yeah, you managed to stay up in the quiet. It feels almost like the quiet is lulling you to sleep, but you managed to stay awake. And with that perception, you are very eagle-eyed. You don't see anything really. I would say every now and then you just kind of hear that drip of acid behind you from where you walk through the archway, but you don't really see anything else of note on your rest. And 2 hours go by. Who are you waking up?
I wake up Sildren. It's time. Let's rest.
It's only been 2 hours.
I know. Let's get enough sleep if I spells.
All right, fine.
Oh, wait, he needs 4, right?
I need 4.
Yeah,
Only 4.
All right, I wake my brother up. Get his ass up for 2 hours.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Good. All right, so you go to sleep and leave him. Is Elward doing anything on his watch of note?
Yeah, he just does some stress relief. Whatever that may be. Praying to
I imagine looking up to you, probably praying.
Yeah.
So what
Stuff
is
like
the
that.
stress relief?
It relieves stress damage. That's all you gotta know.
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
a
so
favor
would
that you can do if you choose to.
would it take some of your damage away?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Elwood, for example, masturbates and that helps him.
So
No, he
would
doesn't.
sleeping help?
No.
Sleeping isn't quite considered. No.
Okay, well, stress relief for me, being a barbarian, would that be killing enemies?
It'd be like.
Because
It's
that
something.
releases stress.
It's something you would do out of combat, I think was the rule.
Yeah, it's more something you do out of combat. Like, what would you do in your free time if you were just sitting around to like?
Oh, I'd
do-
be sharpening my axe.
Okay, that can be one for you if you want it
Unfortunately, you don't get to do that because you say you're gonna sleep all night.
to be. Indeed.
Yeah,
Okay, so you can roll a d8 for him as well
I do.
to relieve some of his stress.
8
All right, you relieve 8 stress damage.
at 32.
All right.
Well,
give
how
me a
long do we gotta sleep for?
8 hours.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah. long
Get the
rest?
rest.
that's what I need.
Unless you're an elf.
Oh, yeah. So,
Yeah.
I have to sleep for 8 hours, like
You have to
full
s-
straight hours, right?
Well, you
You
gotta
already
sleep for
declared that you're
6
gonna just
hours and
sleep.
2 hours of light activity.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
been the
so
rule since like
I
5
didn't know
years
that.
ago.
Well, I never really played a dwarf. I'll sleep for 6 hours and I'll get up for a rest whenever it's my turn.
Okay. Noted.
All right, well, it's Elward's turn right now, so
Give me if he stays awake, and then if he's not doing anything else, a perception for the check for the. With a 13. Actually meets it. Okay, yeah. So he stays awake. Okay.
perception.
Yeah, he basically same thing as you. He can hear that dripping a little bit from behind. I'll say he notices it is getting a little bit colder, like as time goes on, very, very gradually. But with that perception check, it's noticeable to him. Like he's getting a little bit colder than he was when you started your rest. Otherwise, nothing of note happens. Who is he waking up after his 2 hours?
Then he would wake Sildren up. Sildren said he would get up.
And 4 hours would mark
Alright.
the end of Sildren's meditation anyway.
Good. All right, Sildren, what are you doing on your watch?
I will My activity would be counting my coins and making sure all my possessions are on me.
Very good.
And
I'm
and
assuming
also
coin
potentially
counting-
planning future robberies of other places.
Yeah, there you go. Thinking about things that would bring you more wealth.
Exactly.
Roll a d8. I think you were one of the ones getting a little bit high there, weren't you?
I was. Ooh, 7.
All right. Take
What
off
was
7 from
yours?
that number.
Yeah, I was at 40.
Oh, I'm at 50. Shit.
So I'm at 33 now.
That's good to know. All right. Roll a con save to see if you stay awake, and then if you're not doing anything else of note.
Does staying awake apply to me? Because I technically don't sleep. I
Oh yeah, I
trance.
guess you really don't. That's a good point. You are a full-blooded elf. Yeah, just give me a perception check then.
Cool. Perception. 18.
18. It's been what, 4 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say you can hear in the distance, kind of coming from behind you, almost like a slight scratching sound. It seems to be like you're hearing the end of the echoing, so it's like very, very far behind you. But as the hours pass, it kind of seems like it's getting a little bit closer, but it never quite comes close enough for you to make out what it is. But 4 hours pass, and that is the only thing of note that you really encounter. I'm assuming you're waking everybody.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Can he wake me up in like
No, you
2
don't.
hours
You
then? So
sleep
I
the
could.
whole time. Go
No.
back
I
to
mean,
bed.
unless you told me
I
to.
didn't know
Unless you
it was
told me
the-
to.
Yeah.
I mean, you
That's
can
what I
always
would do.
extend your rest if you want to sit and
Yeah.
do something. If that's why you're asking. As long as everyone else is,
I
cool
want
with
to
waiting.
sharpen my axe, yeah, and try to release some stress because my stress is super high.
All right, so everyone wakes up and you ask them to wait a bit.
All right, I tell everybody, wait a bit. I gotta sharpen my axe and get ready for combat. I mean, gotta make sure my weapon is as good as my muscle.
Part of that long rest, I would like, do we know what the lantern does by this?
You don't. You've still not examined it.
Yeah.
I will say, Crawl, go ahead and roll a d8, and then you can take that number off of your stress.
Okay.
But what are you doing with the lantern?
Oh fuck!
Probably first of all detecting magic on it as a ritual.
You do indeed detect magic. Does it tell you the type of magic?
I should probably know.
It tells you the type of magic, yeah. It just doesn't tell you what it
Should.
does.
Should tell you the school.
You detect a form of necrotic magic on it. It's not necessarily. I mean, necrotic energy isn't.
School of life.
It's not like only evil people use it.
Mm-hmm. It's not inherently evil.
Just for note. Yeah, inherently. That's the word I can think of.
Technically, revivifies a necromancy spell.
That makes a whole lot of sense too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he'll be having a closer look at it first, see if he sees any markings on the surfaces. Then have a closer look at the candle. What material is it made out of? Has it been lit before, for example?
It does look like it's been lit before. The candle is kind of an unidentifiable black wax. I've already said before that the lantern is made of obsidian. Yeah, so as I'm going to show you what it is. This is the Lantern of Unrest. As you're meditating over it, in all of this. And I will say, in your meditation over it, I'm going to send you the phrase you would use. It would just kind of feel like someone dropped this info into your head. I'll send it to you on Discord.
Wow.
But everyone else should be able to read the description, right? Yep, so that is what it is.
That's cool.
Basically, I just wanted to make a point about the necromancy. It does lean toward the evil side, but it's basically like a more sadistic version of Speak with Dead.
Cool.
Yep. Anything else you guys are doing?
My great axe sharp.
Yeah.
Okay.
You relieved two.
I put my whetstone. I know it's bullshit. Yeah. I put my whetstone away.
All right. Are you setting back out on the path?
I
Yes.
cast mage armor, by the way.
Okay.
Carl needs his hit points.
Oh, I
Yeah.
might have to refresh. I did give it back to him.
Good.
Yeah. Trying to stay on top of it.
Yeah, it's
All right. So you set out. Another hour or so of travel in the construction and like the places where you can see they were trying to dig out the tunnel give way to a more natural limestone wall. And you are now kind of out of this, what looks like a construction site, and into just a natural cavern. It descends deeper into the earth. A few minutes in to this switch, and you can feel another tremor in the walls around you. The passage remains stable for now, but they're coming more frequently, I would say. Yeah.
I would also tell everyone about that scratching sound as I woke them up.
Yes. Okay.
Sorry, I meant
Sam, well, that ain't
you're
right.
gonna give us stress damage.
All right. Everybody knows about it. Are you doing anything about it, or just kind of keeping an ear out? Or?
just keeping an ear out.
All right. What's your passive?
13.
Okay. Just so I know.
Not the best, but
you start feeling these tremors a little bit more frequently. You haven't heard the scratching behind you in quite some time, not since you set out from where you were resting. Another hour or two down this featureless cavern, and who's in front? Let's see.
That's our
Cole and Elrod, I want you
Yep.
to make perception checks as you're walking.
Okay.
Or you can use your passive perception. I'll give you a choice.
My passive
Well-
perception is 14, but I'll always roll. Well, don't you roll, and if you fail, you use your passive?
Yeah, if you're passive, if a dungeon master says make a perception check, and your perception check falls under your passive perception, you take the passive perception. That's how technically I think you're supposed to do it, but
We'll do it that way.
Oh, mine totally failed. Yeah, my passive is 14.
Yeah. 14 would have.
you rolled persuasion, by the way.
Elrod.
You rolled.
Oh, that's
Oh my God.
persuasion.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it looked the same. It's real tiny on my screen. Perception. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Well, 9.
Still 14. Either way, Elrod, you kind of notice. You're just. I'm assuming from the way you were talking, you're just wanting to get out of this cavern.
Well,
So-
I always keep a sharp eye if I can. Yeah.
I will say a few minutes in to noticing this, like, a few more hours pass as you guys are walking. And then after a little bit, you kind of notice that the walls lose their rigid stone look, and they kind of start to look almost a glistening gray.
Listening?
I know Lingmar, like a glistening gray. Yeah.
Meaning what? They're wet, or they sparkle with like
Wet would be a
mineral
good.
deposits or something like that, like glistening in that way.
They look like wet and slimy. Who is carrying a torch? You're always carrying your produce flame, right, Lingmar?
Yeah, I haven't cast dark vision yet. I need to
Well,
see something.
It would be kind of stupid to have torches lit, because torches don't last very long.
Yeah.
And we've been walking for hours on end.
Yeah.
We would need like a more
Yeah.
permanent light source.
I'm-
like,
He can redo his produce flame every 10 minutes or whatever.
yeah,
that
he
is.
could keep
Yeah.
that up for us, but I mean, I have dark vision, you know.
Same. Yeah.
And I know the spell.
I hold on to the crook of Elrod's elbow.
Oh,
Like a leisurely stroll.
wow, she's actually
Um,
being nice to me.
Lingmar, I want you to make a perception check
I
as
raped
well.
Dinah.
Kind of a little bit different. What?
I'm just- Well, one of my
Plot
flaws
twist.
is I have an insatiable desire for the carnal pleasures.
I don't notice that.
Yikes.
No,
Lingmar is walking.
See Vin's over in you, Reaper.
no, I don't do that. I respect her. I just have a desire. We have a past, me and her. We were.
Just grab her ass.
No, I don't do that.
Very flat.
Very unchurchman of you.
I didn't do shit.
Maybe very much church matter.
Yeah.
You never know.
Let's
Well,
keep
he's in
walking.
company of people. That would be behind.
If we're not
doors.
out of this
What's
hallway in
your
the next
path
5 seconds, I'm gonna fucking kill everyone.
with-
It's like, I'm gonna rape Dinah for not out of this hallway.
Jesus.
This is a
Lingmar, what's
never-ending
passive?
hallway. What's going on?
It
Need to
does
get
seem
outta
to
here.
be a never-ending descending hallway.
But it's changing, so we know we're not just walking like along the same path.
In a
like,
giant circle.
yeah,
Yeah.
or in a circle. So
Yeah, I'll say it hasn't deviated. Like every now and then it might turn a bit, but it's pretty much straight for the most part. What's your passive, Lingmar?
14.
14. Yeah, you probably wouldn't see it then. Well, yeah. So really, you're the only one that sees it. Elrod, you see this glistening gray substance. I'll say, kind of like looking back, being who you are, and kind of keeping a keen eye out as you look back. Sometimes you can catch as Lingmar is walking, holding this flame. If he gets too close to the walls, it almost looks like the walls shy away from the light.
like they bend, like it's bending the walls, or
Yeah, like
Fine
almost
shy
like
away,
it's
like-
pulling away.
I pointed
like
out.
it-
I point that out to him. I say, look at the walls.
As you're looking at the walls, I need you alone, unless you decide to share this information, to give me a sanity saving throw with advantage.
I did
and then
share
I'll
the
explain
information.
why. I'll explain why, though, like, because I'm going to give this to you. But
And I have advantage.
okay, with an 18, yeah. Well, either way, you would have passed. You start to come to the realization as you're like pointing and you're like, look at this. The wall, as you look at it closer, we're going to ride your perception check there. You notice that the wall and the ceiling are covered with hundreds of these gray ooze creatures. And as you're looking at them more closely, you notice that they're kind of moving, like just subtly enough to where if you weren't really paying attention for it, you wouldn't notice it. You are like surrounded by like swarms of oozes. They don't really seem to react to you other than the flame.
All right, I tell everybody I see it on the ceiling.
On the ceiling and the walls.
All right, how far along the hallway can I see them?
As far as your dark vision allows.
Fuck! Let's run for it.
I say everybody, don't look up, run. We move at the fastest pace
Yes.
possible, and just continue on until I tell you. Run now!
All right, all of you pick up pace. You start running. You see ahead of you, since you're leading, the pathway kind of starts to narrow a little bit, and you almost have to form like a single file to get through it, to not touch the walls. You continue on, and you make it through after another 30 minutes, 45 minutes of running. You make it through to where you're starting to notice that the walls are more natural limestone. Every now and then you get like a little patch of glistening, assuming you continue on through that until you don't see any of that at all.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so another 15, 20 minutes, and you get to where it's just limestone again. And you feel like maybe you can kind of slow down for a little bit.
Sweet. So we can slow down. I didn't want to alarm anyone, but there was something on the ceiling there. I thought it would kill us.
Yeah, my first instinct was to smash it, but
Yes, we didn't.
something in the back of my head told me to
It was
just run.
out of reach. We didn't want to disturb it. Where are we now? Like exactly? Like, are we still in that hall?
I will say the area that you're in now, you kind of, as you stop to collect yourself and you're talking about this, you notice that the temperature is rising a little bit. Actually, more than a little bit. It's kind of rapidly increasing from the cold cavern that you were in before. And you can just very, very faintly see a little bit of light ahead.
Oh. I mean, I move on.
Not
All
follow.
right.
I'll move on.
We should try to be quiet.
You move on, still single file. The walls are still a little bit more narrow here. As you get closer, you can see some dim blues and greens in the distance. And after, another maybe half hour of walking, kind of taking it easy from where you just ran, you see that the cavern opens up into what appears to be a very large forested area.
Holy fuck, we're out of this place? Well, shit, where's the goddamn children?
You are. You come out of this place, and it opens up into a forest. Which I'll say you find kind of odd, because you've been going down for the last however long since you left the stone gates. It has been a steady downward.
Yeah.
And as you make your way out of this passage into the forested area, you notice that instead of coming out of like a cave mouth, you come out of this very large, old white tree. And as you walk out, you see, like I said, the forest in different like blues and greens, and you see some different like orange and autumn colors, all kind of mixed in with the trees. You see a constellation overhead. Stars in the sky, and yeah, this is what you see.
Okay.
Well, that's odd.
Well, I've seen a lot of shit in my life.
This is most peculiar.
Now, did you switch the page on this yet?
No, I haven't. I don't have a page for this part.
Okay, no problem. Because you said this is what you see, and I was like, damn, did I lag?
Yeah, sorry. It's technically not what you're seeing. Like physically,
Okay.
usually not.
So, a very large forested area means what? It's just a forest, or do we?
It looks like you've walked out of a cave and there's just a forest expanding. You don't see like any end
Perhaps
to it.
this
It's
is
just
the
as far
center
as you
of
can
the
see
world.
a forest.
We look up at this. We can see one constellation of stars. That's it.
Constellations.
The map.
Give me.
Where's the map? Druid, do you have it?
What?
That map.
The lantern.
Yes, no, not the lantern. Map. Didn't you have that
Oh,
map,
yeah.
that scrap of paper or something?
The map, you old fool.
Yeah. Bring it out.
Ma,
The
why didn't you say
stars.
so?
I think I understand. There's something I think we're in another world or something like that. But
Yeah.
check that map.
seen the
See if it
picture that's on the
correlates to the
wall.
stars up above.
Are
Absolutely.
you checking the map?
He's only got one oar in the water.
All right. As you open the map up, I need you to make a sanity saving throw. As
Oh.
you look at it, it's an every time you look at it. Yeah.
Well, he's looking at it, not me.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
Oh,
Sleep.
yeah.
crazy druid gets crazier.
You take 15 stress damage as you open up this map and your eyes just can't seem to focus. There's like a burning feeling just behind your eyeballs, and you just can't seem to focus on it.
I
It's
grab
just
him. I say,
shifting.
"Try to focus. Try."
Focus.
I cast reduce sanity on him.
If only that were a spell.
I command him. I say, approach me.
Oh
No,
my god.
no,
He's great.
I don't really cast on him.
Yeah, that's
you know,
a waste of a
for
spell.
flavor and
I
fun.
can't. It burns my eyes too much. Let the bird look at it.
No, the bird is useless.
You're gonna have the bird look at it.
I think the canary is just a red herring, to be honest. It serves no point. Answering stupid questions, making our
It's
druid more
Siggy.
crazy.
Yes, I'm
Yeah,
Siggy the canary.
Fieldren totally just thinks the druid's just nuts.
No. The bird can talk. In your head.
Yes, but we need to figure
Of
out where we
course.
are. What about this map? I thought you could just don't look at the map. Try to recall what it looks like the time you were able to focus on it.
Ooh, I'll let you do that. Give me I guess it'd be a history, right? Like you're trying to remember?
Yeah.
It's recent history. Shouldn't he have advantage?
Not with this one. Good try, though.
Bless your pea-picking heart.
Oh God!
You
This
can't
send this
recall.
druid back.
Effective.
You said something before about the Spider Land or something. Remember that?
Spider City.
Spider City. Yes. See if you can remember. How do we find it? I think that may be where we need to go.
With a path.
There were trees and hills and a road too,
How many
and
roads?
a river. I think many roads. At least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, if this poor boy had a
13,
idea, it
I
would be
think.
so lonely.
Can I start looking around for pathways through this forest? Whether they be like animal what do you
There
call
actually is.
This map
You know,
better have
looking
something to
around-
fucking do with this.
It might. As you're looking
better.
around, you can see a path not too far off from where you're standing. It looks like it extends to the north and to the south.
Well, there's a path there. North or south?
And
Oh,
there are many
no.
trees if you wanted to.
How many?
South, I guess. I don't know. We don't even know what we're looking for. And where the
Are there
hell
any tracks
are we?
on the road?
Ooh, give me an survival.
Survival.
Investigation or
find tracks.
survival?
Well, if it's either or, I'd go with
Survival.
investigation.
I'll give it to you with investigation. You see a little bit of travel both ways. It seems like the heavier travel leads north.
Does that one seem more recent?
It seems fairly recent.
Is there an archway?
Although all
by
of
the
it really
way?
seems recent. Is there a what?
Archway?
Not where you're at right now.
Are,
that
are there any
big-
footprints that are smaller than like the rest of them?
Yes, most of them head north
Hmm.
with that investigation.
I say we head north. Those seem to be. It seems like there's more traffic that way and smaller footprints.
Now,
Could be children.
Sildren, you are really thinking right now, and I appreciate that.
Thanks.
Yes, lead us north then. Take the lead.
Right, let's go.
Alright, give me one second. My computer just got all like wonky. What the fuck? Sorry, technical difficulties. So you're going north then?
Yep.
We plan to.
Alright, as soon as I get here. Alright, as you start moving away from the tree, you almost make it to the path, and then you hear a sharp crack behind you. Assuming someone turns to face it, you see
I spin around with my axe.
All right, you do so. You see a dead gnome now hangs from the branches. He has a misshapen face, and it seems that he is grinning at you. His legs have been cut off at the knees, his arms are decaying and broken, and the smaller of his two eyes is missing from its socket. The only thing keeping him suspended at eye level is the noose that is tied tightly around his neck. A small scrap of leather is affixed to his chest by a dagger.
The map was right.
And this is about what you're seeing.
It's the Hangman's Tree. The Spider City is not far.
Yeah, but you see that.
I will cast Mage Hand and try to get that dagger and parchment off of it.
All right, you do that, and as you're kind of like pulling on the dagger, you're pulling it out of him.
Yeah, with
or you're
Mage
pulling
Hand.
the note off the dagger. Either way,
Yeah.
You kind of see like his jaw drops open, and with like the pulling of it, and his teeth are filed down to points. But it appears that his tongue has been cut out. And on the note, you see this.
What's the
Something
matter?
I can't read. I'll
Well, that ain't pudding.
I can
use the Mage Hand to hold it over to Elrod.
I read it.
A trial of patience awaits you yet. Do you seek him?
This is disturbing.
And I'll also say, being in the presence of this Lingmar, you can feel your pack vibrating just a bit from the pocket that you have the lantern in.
I think I can make him talk.
Ken?
I was fixing to chop him down from there.
We need answers. Make it talk. As long as there's no risk to you.
This will not be pretty to watch, though.
I go sit down in my own business and let them do their magic shit because it doesn't interest them. Only combat does.
Soul of Fallen, I command you to return. Soul of the lost, return to this vessel. Grant me your wisdom, grant me your loss, and I might free you from this torment. That was the words, right?
That was the words, and you said them perfectly. All right, I need everyone else to
Good job.
roll a sanity saving throw.
Oh
As you
my
see,
god.
I didn't.
as you see,
I
My
you
wasn't.
see the.
I wasn't watching.
You weren't watching.
No, I went and sat down in the tree and just minded my own business.
You're still
let
within
them
earshot. You're
magic
still
stuff.
within
That's fine.
earshot.
You're within earshot, but you are not seeing. what
How are you guys
happened.
rolling
So,
sanity checks from your sheet?
We made macros.
You actually don't have to roll one. It's about what you're about to see.
Oh, okay. I'll
So,
roll
yeah,
one if you want me.
No, it honestly is with what you're about to see. It's not.
Okay.
So, all right, passed. Sildren, the 21 passed.
21, yeah.
Elrod, 18 passed. All right, all of you passed. Apparently, this is just something that you see every day. Is that one for Elward?
No, I was trying to share the macro.
Here, hang on.
I'll put it in Discord. Yeah.
I just did, yeah.
Yeah, but
Mine
it's not a
mine.
plus
Oh,
2 unless you.
yeah. Change 2 to whatever it is. So -1 if yours is -1.
At the
I don't
end
know how
of
to
the
make
macro.
macros.
It's right
about it.
there. I showed you a million times. You go to the attributes and abilities tab on your sheet. Just listen to what I'm saying. Go to the
I'll just roll it.
attributes. Yeah, just roll a d20.
It's simpler. I don't really know how to make.
Yeah, it's super
Alright.
hard. I know. Requires slight thought.
Mhm.
And copying, pasting, and clicking the button.
Yeah.
All right, so the 2 checks were for your advantage, right? Elrod.
Alright.
Yeah, I got an 18.
All right. If the 12 was you just showing the macro, I need you to roll one for Elward. He does fail and take 15 stress damage,
15.
and gains a fear of being around this lantern. But as the lantern lights, you see it emits like an emerald green flame. And as it does, from the sky, you see this wispy light descend and start to inhabit this poor gnome. And he
That's
springs
on the rope.
yeah, exactly. He's like twitching, but Lingmar, that this would normally be like very torturous. But for some reason, he seems to be enjoying it. You see a really wide smile spreads across his face, and it like just accentuates the pointed teeth that have been filed. And he says, "None who seek it ever find it. Those who find it cannot leave. Welcome to the roaming forest. You are within its reach. Rejoice, for now you're in its presence. Dance and dance, be oh so free. Try to fight, and you will find the hangman's noose soon, just like me." And he says it kind of like cackling.
It's not too friendly.
But you can converse with them. I mean, you have control of the lantern. You are the only one that he is looking at.
I shall not keep you here long. It must be agonizing.
And he just smiles at you.
This is the roaming forest. Is it still in the world of Faerun?
At hearing the roaming forest, he starts again and he says, "The roaming forest never sleeps. It travels journeys indiscreet. You roam within, you leave the path. You'll find yourself at the gate you last. You'll find yourself back at the place. You'll find yourself back at this gate." But that's the only thing he actually acknowledges, as you say, when you say, like, this is the roaming forest.
What do you know about the Spider City?
Delightful, perhaps. Things you'll hear, the spider silk, the giant's knee, of unicorns and so much more, a vile drow with wretched cores.
Ha! See, I told you the map was right. We are traveling to the north, Sir Gnome. Have you seen the children pass by?
Follow the path to where it goes. Follow the path, and then you'll know. You left a week and a half ago. If you seek them, if you seek him, then you'll know. You'll catch the children. They are slow.
We get a half ago.
Yeah, I'll
that's
say
all.
that strikes me as odd because, according to your time, you left only 3 days ago.
What is he saying to you?
Oh, you
Yeah.
can all hear it.
Oh,
It's just he's the only one that
Speak
the
to
gnome
it.
is paying attention to.
okay.
Right, because it's almost the same as the actual Speak with Dead spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we
He's
all hear
like
it.
he's almost like dancing with glee and like twitching as he's saying this. You can see like the gory where his legs are gone, like blood is kind of falling out. It's all congealed, and his broken arms are just kind of swinging. It's a pretty fucked up sight to see.
Creature, you were once a child of nature. Be again. I can set him free. And I think our questions are asked, are they not? And he turns to the other.
Wait, did he tell us where the children? Or is it a riddle?
It sounds like riddles, but it also sounds very much like north.
I think my intuition was right. We need to head north.
Release them.
Bye, son. May you rest in
Perhaps you should burn what's left of it. Just in case.
So you're releasing him. Are you blowing out the candle?
Yeah, I'm releasing him.
Okay. As you blow out the candle, you see his smile fades, and again, it's not quite how you know this thing to work. Like he seems pained to be ripped out of this body. Like you're sending him back to the afterlife to rest, but he doesn't seem to want to. And you see as the spirit is like pulled from his body and it's ascending back into the sky. It's almost as if it's like clawing at this body trying to stay, but it is ripped away, and you see it float back up.
That was a weird little woman.
Very unusual.
Lamp works, just like I thought.
Dark
Well-
magics that you're. Are they safe?
I don't know.
Oh. Guess it doesn't matter.
I'm
Gave us
pretty sure
information.
demon in that bird. But we'll have to find out. For now, let's go after the children.
Yes. That.
Indeed.
Travel on. North. Children, you lead.
Very well.
Do I notice the group starting to leave?
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
Oh, I finally. Oh, about goddamn time. I was about to take another nap here. I get up, grab my axe, and I was like, all right, let's go.
I look at the
And I-
dwarf and say, please remain vigilant. Can't afford mistakes. Yeah.
I doubt
Oh,
you
there
won't be
will
left
be
alone in this place.
All right. And as you leave the tree behind and you start to follow the tracks northward, we're going to end it there.
Oh.
tonight.
Alright.
Okay.
All right.
Very
Before we
weird.
get into anything else big.
Fucking weird.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Like, what are your thoughts now?
My thoughts are it's extremely weird. The tunnel was gruesomely tedious.
It was made. Wait, I was thinking the whole time. I was like,
It
no, it's
I-
made this way.
I get that there was supposed to be a lot of flavor involved with that, but like felt somewhat uneventful to me. Like
Yeah.
I felt taken out of it. Like I was taken out. I needed something visual there, just personally. Like I
Mm.
needed something to.
Yeah, I wish I could have got the map up in time.
What map?
I didn't.
There was a map.
Well,
up there?
I was gonna make my own map. I
Oh,
just didn't have time this week with work and shit.
okay.
Yeah, I've been there.
Just throw anything up there, a picture. Like, you
Yeah.
know, like something that you think would like that's what I do when I don't have a lot of time. I'll find a picture online that looks picturesque that you can stare at and it helps immersion. I mean, it's good though. I mean, the fight was hard. I thought
Yeah.
we
I
were
mean,
like I was worried about that fight because I thought we were gonna that was a tough fight. And then I mean relatively tough. Like I knew we were gonna survive, but I was like, damn, we're really getting beaten down a little bit. And I thought like I thought we were in a dungeon at that point. Like a full that was my instinct on it. I was like, oh, we're gonna be really fucked here. And
yeah.
now we're in some kind of shifting forest.
Well, we
And
probably would have been if we hadn't ran past all the molds.
what was that about? Like
Oh, yeah. Now that you're past it, it is literally just hundreds and hundreds of gray oozes.
yeah, if they would have
Mhm.
fallen on us, we would have been dead.
You
Gray
have been
oozes
swarmed
are-
by many, many of them.
But we just had a long rest, so we wouldn't be dead.
Hundreds, he just said. Okay, they
A
would have
CR 100 rating.
they would have fallen
And-
on us like a sea of fucking acidic ooze.
Is it only black pudding or is it gray oozes that degrade your equipment? I forget.
It is the
Gray
gray
oozes.
oozes. I think.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're nasty. You don't want to fight a lot of them.
They're also
I feel like I got real
usually very
southern.
keen on a slow death.
Yeah, they're not fun to fight. They do corrode metal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I didn't even
Actually,
care about that. It's
so do
just-
black puddings. They both do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they both.
more
I
than
remember.
one
I remember
does,
black
yeah.
puddings. I don't. I never remember what gray oozes do.
Don't really get to use them a lot.
No.
In my experience, my campaigns, I usually don't.
It's usually campaigns that are pre-made campaigns. They throw a lot of oozes at people.
I am going to do a fun
Yeah.
thing in one of my campaigns with a bunch of gelatinous cubes at the bottom of a sewer, but
Nice.
basically the whole sewer drips
Wow.
down into gelatinous cubes. They eat all the waste.
Did anyone
Ooh,
watch
I like
that movie about the two brothers who are on like a D&D quest but in their own elf world?
Um,
I haven't. I've heard it was good
Oh,
though.
that
it's
outbound or
amazing.
outward. That cartoon?
Onward. It's
Onward.
amazing.
Yeah,
You
Onward
should
was
see it.
No.
Yeah,
I've heard it's good.
There's
Was
a
it good?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean, it's a kids
It
movie,
made me
but
so happy.
there's a gelatinous cube in it. That's like the big
Cool.
thing they face. Like that's their
Yeah.
like his brother
man.
plays like a version of D&D, and the younger brother he doesn't really believe in any of that shit. And they get to like the end at some point, and like they have to deal with a gelatinous cube. It's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, shit, the Pixar movie.
Yeah, it's a Pixar movie. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
man,
very
yeah, we were actually
D&D.
talking about
It's
watching that.
very inspired by Dungeons and Dragons. Like the whole
Oh, that makes me like really want to watch it.
like they made it like their own little
Good. It's really good.
thing, but it's good. It's pretty fun. I mean, kids would like it. Kids like Vince, you know.
I'm a kid, so I like it.
It was good.